Welcome to another session of the Superfly Experience, Season 3, Episode 5. In the house, we got my man, Big Beard Dudley.
What's up, podcast world?
And of course, you see right here to my right, you see the one, the only, the legendary Deathmatch legend himself, Mad Man Pondo.
What's up, guys? Thank you for letting me come in and ruin your day with my presence.
Thank you for being here, sir. We really appreciate it.
We do appreciate it, brother.
Originally, we were supposed to have Pondo back here in February, but as we all remember, we had that major ice storm.
And I hightailed my ass to Florida. You're right.
So
that's true.
How was Florida? Tell us about that real
so
quick.
good. So I have hookups at Disney.
Oh, nice.
And SeaWorld and at Universal. So me and my buddy, they announced the state of emergency at 7 o'clock. By midnight, we was in a car heading to Florida. Called my hookup, so we got to go to all 4 Disney parks, the new Universal Park and SeaWorld. So while you guys were all here sliding your cars left and right, I was riding rides and.
Hell yeah, that's
But
the way to do it.
don't think it wasn't cold there too. It was like 24 some nights, but it's way better than below 2.
Yes,
That's
sir.
true, and there was no snowstorm either.
That's right.
Who the hell?
Yeah, who the heck is...
That ain't me, Johnny. Is that you?
I think so. Hold up. Is someone trying to call in? Oh, yeah. Somebody is. Hold up.
Oh, wow. We got first
Let me put them on here.
Who we got, Johnny?
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Are y'all live right now?
Yes, we are.
Live.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yes, sir. Pondo, this is Nice Guy Andy on the phone.
What up, nice
Awesome.
guy, Andy? I'm Mad Man Pondo.
Well, nice to meet you. I think I've met you before in person at one of your shows, but you probably don't remember me.
Yeah, I get hit in the head way too much to be remembering me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live in the living color with him. We're going to be talking about his upcoming book.
Awesome, cool. I just got off work, so I'll let you guys handle this interview. I might stop by there.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All
More
right,
than
thanks,
merrier.
guys.
You're welcome, brother.
See you,
Hey,
nice
Johnny.
guy, Andy.
All right, I'll talk to you.
That's right. What were you saying, Andy?
I'll talk to you when I get there.
Sounds good. That was Nice Guy Andy calling us. Let me put this on side, 'cause I didn't expect that a ring would happen.
Andy did sound like a nice guy.
He did.
He is.
And he can be an even nicer guy. Put that on there. And then put this over here.
All right, so should we get into it? Let's talk
Yes,
about,
we should.
talk
Let's
about this
get
book,
into it.
man.
So
So this is your second book now.
yeah, so let me back up to the first book.
Okay.
A guy named John Cosper wrote a book called The Bluegrass Brawlers.
Yeah.
And he put a little section of me in there. And all these people kept saying, hey, if you got Pondo for a little section, you should write a book about Pondo because he's got stories out the ass for days.
Yeah.
So John Cosper kept asking me, and I really didn't think anybody would want to know what I had to say. So I kept saying, no, thank you. And then finally, John Cosper's such a nice guy, you know.
He really is.
And he asked me, I guess, times 6 or 7, and I
Yeah.
said, okay, let's do it, you know. I wouldn't mind hanging out with John Cosper. So he would put a recorder down. I would tell the stories, and then he would write them later because I can't spell worth of
Yeah.
shit, and my grammar
And there's
ain't
nothing
worth
wrong with that.
nothing. My grammar ain't worth nothing. Ain't. But anyway, so we got the first book written, and I contacted my buddy Sayazawa. I don't know if you guys know who that is or not.
I do.
but He makes a lot of the Deathmatch workers T-shirts.
Okay.
And me and him are pretty close, and I asked him to do the cover. So we had the cover, we had the book. John Cosper did the editing and the grammar help. So the first book got done.
What was the title of that?
It's called Memoirs of a Madman. And you
Great title.
And you can pick that up at Amazon.com, or you can go to visitdeadpark.com. That's the direct link to John Cosper, and ask him for an autographed copy. So we got the first one done, and I really didn't, like I said, I didn't think anybody would want to know what I had to say, but we sold boxes and boxes of them things. So I was sitting in Japan, and I was there for 9 months. I had a Japanese fiance who worked at night.
Yeah.
I was staying at her house, so I had all this free time at night. And Christina Harvey, a good friend of mine, she got her Facebook hacked.
Oh, man.
You know?
People got nothing better to do.
She had pictures of her husband who's passed away, family memories, wrestling memory, all types of things. And I kept thinking to myself how terrible that would be. I don't know if you guys have ever been to my Facebook, but I got all types of pictures, all types of
I've
memories.
looked at it.
So I told myself, you know what? I'm going to make something permanent where some piece of shit hacker will never be able to get a hold of it. So that's when I got to thinking, I'll write the second book. So the first one, like I said, I talked into a recorder, and then John Cosper did it. This one, sitting in a Asian house for 9 months, bus rides to Sapporo and Osaka, and plane rides. So I decided I would write this one myself.
Nice.
So, because I never really considered myself an author, because I just told my stories to a recorder and then somebody else wrote it.
Right.
This one I wrote. So now I'm a bona fide author.
That's right.
So
Now we need to make you a New York Times bestseller.
I hear you. So this new book, just like you said, you've been to my Facebook. I go to horror conventions all the time. Being on the road with ICP, you meet certain people. Did a movie with Robert Englund.
Yep.
Just all types of ways to meet all these horror icons. So the second book is called Pondo versus the Horror Icons. And it's all my experiences of going and meeting these people, good or bad. There's only like 3 bad ones. All the rest of them are pretty good. But, you can pick that up the same place. Not yet. I mean, Seiyazawa is also doing this cover.
Nice.
And, of course, John Cosper is editing and doing everything, that I don't know how to do. And then, so I don't have a release date, but I have a release year. It will be out 2026. As soon as we get that cover, and, John Cosper is really good about it. So
yes, he is.
So again, you can pick up the first one now, the second one later at Amazon.com or visitdeadpark.com to talk to John Cosper.
That's right. Omega popped in. He said, Pondo! He said, Pondo took me on one of the scariest adventures of my life to Billy Bob's Wonderland. Omega D.
To me, it was, it was him, Mickey Knuckles, Rachel Armstrong, and me.
Nice.
And we was in West Virginia, and there is one Showbiz pizza place open.
Yeah.
In all of America. And it happened to be close to where we was wrestling. And as a kid, I loved it,
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm still a kid. Everybody knows that. I'm still a kid.
Yeah.
So I told them guys, I'm like, look, let's go in this place. I'll show you where I used to play video games all the time.
Hell yeah.
And what I thought would be a good experience, all 3 of them thought was creepy, and I just didn't understand that. But I always enjoyed Showbiz Pizza. I always loved Fats, the gorilla that was playing the keyboard, and so I shared it with them, and they didn't really want to be shared with.
Billy, he also said that you're his daughter's favorite wrestler.
His daughter ain't no bigger than my 2 arms. She's a little bitty girl. You can pick her up with one hand.
Yeah.
And I don't know how this happened, but one day her mother said, hey, we're going to go watch your dad wrestle. And she said, no, I want to go see Pondo.
Oh, wow.
Which I'm sure is a hit to a dad, but hey, Omega took it pretty good. But he tells me all the time I'm his daughter's favorite wrestler.
That's right. I mean, to have your daughter say she wants to go to a Pondo instead of going to yours.
And I don't think she's 6, 7, 8, 9, one of those ages. So I need all the younger fans that I can get. That way, when I pass away, they can keep my name alive.
Yes, sir.
You know?
That's right. Because you're one of the biggest names out there in deathmatch wrestling. A lot of people refer to you as the deathmatch legend himself. You've been to wars.
I have been, but not so much. I mean, so back in the day, 2 guys started doing death matches in America.
Yeah.
Ian and Axel at ECW. They were the first 2 in America to get a barbed wire bat, to get Taipei. So credit to both of them. And
That's
then,
right.
Axel didn't want to do them anymore, so Bull Payne did a few. But Bull Payne hated doing them. He didn't want to scar his body. Well, then Ian either got fired or quit. If you talk to him, he quit. If you talk to the world, he got fired. But I just went out until I found him and told him, hey, this is what I want to do. Because I was a big tape trader back in the days. You guys know what tape trading is, right? Well, for your listeners who don't know what tape trading is, back in the day, you would send your videotapes overseas or anywhere in America to people who had wrestling that you wanted to see, and so it was a good trade. And tell you the truth, that was our social media back then.
Yeah.
Wrestling magazines and tape trading.
Sure was.
I can't tell you how many people said, man, I still have videotapes of you from tape trading. So, and then the wrestling magazines, that also helped me. Promoters started getting a hold of me, and they wouldn't have known who I was back then without tape trading and magazines.
That's true.
So, what was we talking about? I get so full of shit.
All right.
We were talking about the tape trading and how your name got out there. And
Okay. I think that's how it was, tape trading and magazines. That's how
that's
I did
right.
it.
Omega said, real quick, Omega said, she's waving right now, saying, hi, Pondo.
Hey, what up, little girl?
And Eric Montgomery said, what's up, crew? And Mad
I'm sure he
Dad
said dad.
Pondo.
Dad Man Pondo, yeah. So I ran my own girls company called
Nice.
Girl Fight. And, of course, I would have to get on to him all the time for doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
And that's how I got the nickname out of the girls, Dad Man Pondo. So, there you go.
But hey, that's how it goes, because Eric Montgomery reminds you of that. He said,
He was the DJ.
hell yeah, he
I've
was.
I've got to ask.
Yeah.
Does Violent J still call you Poncho?
No, Violent J never called me Poncho.
He has.
Really?
Maybe not to your face.
What do you mean, on commentary?
Like either on commentary or
Well,
something.
you got to think about it. Me and, as far as the commentary, me and Necro was boyfriend and girlfriend for the
Right,
longest time.
right.
So, yeah, I don't put him past calling me Poncho, but no, he always knew me as
Yeah.
Pondo because the way that I met them guys, there's a Malcolm 3 now that you guys might have heard
Yeah.
of. There's a Malcolm 2 that I've wrestled 100 times. Well, his dad, Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroe, used to run shows in Detroit, and me and Ian went and did a thumbtack death match. And there was 2 guys there booked, Hector Hatchett and the Sewer Dweller. And it was 2 white guys with dreadlocks that I had no clue who these guys was, but the crowd was into them hard. And me and Ian got done doing our thumbtack death match. And this was the time, you remember Stranglemania, the videotape? Stranglemania, the videotape, they had put a picture of Ian and Axel on the back of the cover. And from what I understand, Ian wanted paid for it or something. I don't know whatever was going on with that. So he really didn't want to talk to him. So I'm sitting back there pulling tacks out of my head, out of my boots, and Violent J, he was like, man, that was great. You know, he's like, we just did a videotape called Stranglemania, and I was like, oh, that was you guys? You know, because I had seen the videotape, and the commentary was hilarious, still to this day.
Yes, it is.
Very hilarious. So he kept going on, and finally he said, someday our wrestling company is going to be big, and we want you to be a part of it. Well, you hear so much shit in wrestling, man.
Right.
So
Exactly.
I was like, all right, cool. You know, let me know, you know, and all this. And so I was walking in a mall in O'Fallon, Illinois, and I see kids wearing these guys' T-shirts. And I was like, man, I didn't even get their telephone number or nothing. So in 97 at St. Andrews Hall in Detroit, they did a show called Stranglemania Live.
Yeah.
And they got a hold of Dan Curtis and said, whatever you do, find Mad Man Pondo. So I worked that first show in 97. Then I worked Hellfire. They had another company called Hellfire in 98. And then I think JCW either started in the end of 99 or the beginning of 2000. And when was it?
I was in high school. You're somewhere, maybe 2001 at the latest.
2001?
Maybe.
And I was with them ever since until now.
That's right.
Until now.
Yeah, till now.
Depressing.
It's all right because things happen in wrestling.
That's it.
And you just got to keep on moving on and doing your thing.
I'm doing my best.
That's right.
Best. 2026 has not been good to me, guys. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't know if it's my age or, I don't know. People are saying that I'm getting slow and that I'm not. But here's what I hear when I go to the ring. I hear, and please don't think that I'm bragging. I'm just telling you my experience.
Yeah.
I go to the ring, I hear fans chant Pondo, Pondo.
Yes,
during my matches, I hear holy shit, or I hear this is awesome. I get done, I go to the back, and I hear people chanting my name again. Then I go to the merchandise table and always do a pretty good little shop with the fans.
That's right.
So I don't, I mean, I get it. Okay, so I'm 56 now. I should not be doing the stuff that I do in the ring. I get that. But I have never been a drug fan, an alcohol fan, a gambling fan, but I can't leave wrestling alone.
That's right.
I have never said the words, I'm going to quit wrestling, because I know I'm just going to look like an idiot 2 weeks later when I get in the ring. So, you know, whether they think I'm slow or not, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here. But I have had to make a lot of new connections with new companies just to stay alive in this game.
Yes, sir.
So if there's any companies out there that would like to use a 56-year-old madman, get a hold of Superfly here.
That's
get a hold
right.
of Big Beard and say,
sir.
hey.
And we'll let you know because
there you
as soon
go.
as they do, we'll be shooting them your way.
There you go.
Because
Love
I'm
it.
pretty sure there's a lot of companies that would want to have Mad Man Pondo because you may be 56, but you're doing things that a lot of other 56-year-olds couldn't do.
I hear you, man.
You know, age ain't nothing but a number. It's all about the draw.
That's right.
And you are still a draw. And that's the only thing that fucking matters.
I hear you.
I mean, while I was there at...
I've been keeping that F word in my mouth this whole time. I didn't know we could do that.
Oh,
Hey,
man, let
we
it
can
fly,
say
let it
fuck
All right.
because
Good.
now we're past the 10-minute mark.
All
So
right.
once you're past that, you can say it on YouTube.
Fuck. All right.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right. But here's the thing. I saw you in 2023, and you were the most over guy at that show.
Well,
you were teaming up with Shadow WX, and y'all were just beating the crap out of Creekwire Syndicate all over the arena. The crowd loved y'all.
I mean, I every time I talk about myself, I'm the worst I'm my worst critic. I think I'm the worst wrestler in the world to myself. But I cannot deny what I hear going to the ring, coming back during the matches.
Let the fans tell you.
Kevin Brannon at IWA Deep South. I just worked for him, I think, 2 weeks ago at it was close to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And he had reserves about bringing me in. And then when I walked out, I was taking on Jimmy Controversy. Oh, my God, the crowd went nuts during the match. They was going nuts and coming back. And then I had a line at merchandise, and Kevin Brannon is now like, so you coming back with this, right? And I'm like, yeah, of course. So if they just give me a chance, I can show them, but it's just very difficult. I mean, JCW done with me. ICW, Danny D'Amato hates me. Brett Lauderdale is not a big fan of mine, so he puts me in shit positions in his company. Horror Slam in Detroit, I've been working for them for a long time. Now they've had a February, March, and now they set up an April match that I'm not on. I don't know, man. Just all these companies that I was so comfortable with and making a living out of this, I can't do it anymore. So now I'm trying to make new connections with new promoters. So please hire that old madman out there.
We will put the name out there.
All right.
Because think about it. They're not bringing you back. They need to understand you were a big draw. You were probably one of the biggest reasons why they were getting the attendance like that.
I don't know if that's ever been the case. I mean,
Yeah.
I would love to say that, but I mean, when you're with a company for 25 years, all except this last gathering of the Juggalos, that was another big problem. That the Juggalos are behind you,
Yeah.
I mean, if they wasn't, you guys seem to have known about JCW since day one, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was always, fuck ICP, fuck psychopathic, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, my God, I was getting pelted with all types of shit.
Right.
That's right.
But it was to the point where, are we still going to keep throwing shit at this guy? Or are we just going to get used to him and realize that there's a reason that Joe and Joey still book me? He must be a juggalo, So trust me, I took a lot of God, a lot of spit, a lot of coins.
Been a juggalo since I was 12 years old. We can be fucking brutal.
Right, but I stayed. I never went anywhere. Therefore, the Juggalos realized, oh, this guy must be one of us, or he wouldn't still be here.
Exactly.
That's true. And then you start to lose that kind of appeal because the biggest appeal was that you were saying, fuck ICP, fuck all these combinations. Now the fans, they're realizing, well, he's just Juggalo that's pretending to say fuck ICP. And
I was the first one to get to do that. And the reason why I didn't tell him I was going to do that. And we was in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
Big Juggalo town.
That's where I'm from.
Oh, yeah? And so 12 years old, was you going to the JCW shows?
No, I missed the first one. It
So
was a couple of years later, I got to see you when you tagged with Necro.
Gotcha. So Jump Steady talks about this story to me all the time. He says, I went out there, I told a bunch of juggalos, fuck Psychopathic Records. They pelted me with shit. They hated me. Then I pulled my opponent over near a truss, put him on a table, went up to the top of the truss and put him through the table. Everybody was cheering for me after that. And then I flipped them all off on the way out, and it started all again. It got to the point where the referee and the ring announcer knew, okay, if Pondo gets in the ring, we're getting the fuck out until that, so.
Yeah. But that's one of the things about wrestling is that you get a big reputation. You begin to grow.
Yes.
And
I was supposed to be at that show. I was 17 at the time.
Oh, yeah?
They changed the venue from the Ogden Theater to the Fillmore,
yeah,
and I wasn't able to get the upgraded ticket.
I hear you.
Mike Cochran wants to know something. He said,
Mike Cochran.
"Does he still refuse to eat a patty melt?" Laugh out loud.
There's a story behind that. I'm not trying to stir shit because, I mean, the guy's so far down. I'm not trying to rain on his parade. But maybe Ian Rotten's ex-wife was named Patty. Maybe that's the reason he said that.
Purely speculation.
Yes,
Not trying
purely
to start
speculation.
shit, though. Not trying to start shit.
But that's how it comes because here we are, 2026. You got this upcoming book release that's coming out. Not only that, but this Saturday you're going to be competing at XCF.
Yeah.
And I can attest to this. XCF crowd loves Mad Man Pondo.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. But Shane Mercer, I'm actually wrestling a guy that I like a lot, Draven Lee. Me and him, we got to wrestle each other once, and then some stupid internet shit happened.
Oh,
He got out of wrestling there for a while, and I'm so glad that he's back, and now we get to wrestle each other again. Man, that internet just kills a motherfucker.
It can because anyone can get on there and say something about you, and because you can't prove what they've said is wrong, you end up getting canceled. So he had to take a break there for a while, and if you notice, that shit's died down because if that person was really serious, why did they go quiet about it?
You damn right. You damn right. Same thing happened to me.
Exactly. And people got to understand that this internet bullshit, it can be a blessing, but it can also be a bigger curse because you got people that will try to mooch on your name or try to throw you down underneath a bus and you can't prove it wrong because you ain't got no evidence against them, but they also ain't got evidence to prove that you did it.
Well, that, and I think that keyboard has made people more brave.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, it's the I can't think of the fucking word. Yes,
If they're
being anonymous behind it.
if they're in front of me saying that, and
Exactly.
you can put a fist in their eye, they're not going to do that.
That's right.
But if they're behind that keyboard, they got no problem writing that shit out. Not gonna lie, some dickhead on Twitter not too long, maybe last week, I was wrestling Thumbtack Jack for Ian Rotten.
Yeah.
Did a not a Hitler tribute. If you watch it, it is a Hitler hating. It is a Hitler joke. It is me joking on Hitler, but people see the picture and they're trying to cancel my shit out.
Exactly.
But, it was just one time. Should they kick Nikita Koloff out?
Right.
I know, right?
Should they get rid of the Iron Sheik?
Yeah.
One time.
And they also acting like guys like JBL ain't done something like this, or guys like Chris Jericho taking a flag and putting it up his nose.
That's it.
Not realizing that the
thing
people are going to be bitches.
The thing about that is, I was wrestling Thumbtack Jack, a German. Therefore, I was joking on Germans, not putting over Hitler, not hating on Jewish people, nothing like that. But I am going to be upfront because I know it's there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ignore it. I
Right.
know that I did it. I did it the one time, and some asshole on Twitter brought it back up.
Yep.
And I heard about it for maybe a week.
Yeah, and it's
And
Right.
it's fucking stupid because
so the post that he made was 50% Pondo is trash, 50% hey snowflake, grow the fuck up. We're in 2026. He was joking with a German. I could still get some of the blowback from it.
Yeah.
But I did it. Therefore, roll with the punches.
And they also forget that.
People gotta take things in context. Right?
Yeah.
You know, they want to take this picture
That's it.
and write their own narrative. Look at what he's
Yep.
doing. This is the
That's
type
it.
of person he is.
And they're completely ignoring that if the German side of the match was okay for you doing that, why are they the ones bitching and complaining about it?
Even when I went to Germany, Germans was telling me how funny that was.
Exactly.
So if they're not bothered by it, why
Right.
in the hell is anybody
Exactly.
else?
Plus, those guys are random fucking strangers on the internet. They've never met you in person, so why the fuck would they take a picture that you've done and try to paint a false narrative? I'll tell you why, because they want clout.
I'll give you my answer. Because he's behind a keyboard.
Yep.
That's right. We got JD here. He said, "Yo, from the Back Eye Podcast and JD Mayhem Media.
What's up, J-Mac?
They're good friends of ours."
Oh, okay.
And then Eric Montgomery said, "My favorite will always be Smashing Pumpkins, Bullet with Butterfly Wings. Anytime that hit, you knew shit was about to get real."
So the thing about that is, and I appreciate Eric saying that, but then I worked with Billy Corgan at Resistance Pro, and I like Billy, don't get me wrong, but he wanted me to change Mad Man Pondo. He wanted me
man.
to not use the stop sign because of I forget what it's called. Football players have it.
The CTE.
CTE, yes. He's a big believer, a big part of that.
Yeah.
So he wanted me to stop using my stop sign. Well, accidentally, 3 or 4 times in a row, I would use that stop sign anyway. And then
Exactly.
Accidentally.
and
I
he would
mean-
always be like, "Pondo, I told you to stop using that stop sign." "Oh, Billy, I forgot." So
I didn't mean to, man.
yeah, it's just an instinct.
But what he had to understand is that you take away the stop sign, you take away what makes Madman Pondo,
Exactly.
then you lose the allure, and the fans will.
Well, the good thing about that is the company wasn't really owned by Billy Corgan.
Yeah.
It was owned by Jacques and Gabe Barron, who behind Billy would say, "Hey, go ahead and use your stop sign."
Of course.
Exactly.
Of course.
Because
Because they were Pondo fans, so they wanted to see the stop sign.
that's right. And Billy Corgan's got to understand the stop sign is aluminum.
Oh, but what I was saying was, I thought it would be because Billy Corgan now runs NWA, has
Yeah.
never contacted me to come in or anything. Therefore, I thought it would be disrespectful to still use his song. So I chose Dragon Ash Deep Impact.
Nice.
It's a band out of Japan, which it would be hard for any other wrestler to get a hold of that song, and I knew that I'd be the only one using it. Therefore, that's
right.
the one I chose.
You were smart to do that because it shows also respect that you have for him.
Yes.
And it also shows that you're smart on what kind of music that you want, because you want music that's yours and only yours,
Right.
and not for anyone else to be coming out to.
That's it.
And that pretty much plays into who Madman Pondo is, because
And I think a Japanese band fits you perfectly.
I do too, because it just screams Madman Pondo.
Right.
From the time that you've been doing this all the way to now, we've come to know what Madman Pondo's all about. He's got that saw blade.
That's right.
He's got the knife on him that he
got
has
that-
out of the boot, everything.
That cinder block with that sledgehammer.
Yes, he does.
So the thing about that is, shit, I lost my man.
It's
Sorry.
all right, man.
It's all right, brother.
Don't
But
apologize.
what was we talking about before that? Not Billy, not the song. Oh,
Yep.
you said about I don't know.
About
Well,
the
it's okay. It's
about
okay.
the what makes Madman Pondo who Madman Pondo is,
Yeah.
from his weapons of choice, because you got many of them. You got the saw blade,
Yeah.
you got the cinder block, sledgehammer combo, you got the knife, you've even got
I could start doing headlocks and arm drags right now, and nobody would come to see me.
exactly.
You know, people are used to seeing Madman Pondo the way Madman
I mean,
Pondo
unless
is.
you're going to come in as a face and then turn heel, like Cactus Jack did.
Yeah.
You take all that away
Right.
to turn heel. I mean, but
But the worst
It
part
would
about
make
that would be everybody would be like, "Oh, he's copying off Cactus
Exactly.
Jack." They would know exactly what I was
no,
doing.
there's no reason to change anything about Pondo.
And I will say this: me and Mick, we're good friends.
Hell
and
yeah.
He even told me, he's like, someday you should do what I did. And I was like, nah, Mick, you did it. I don't want to do it, after you. Not that I was trying to say that was a bad thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving me that opportunity, Mick. But I don't want people to say, oh, well,
Yeah.
that's what Mick did.
Exactly.
That's what Pondo's did.
Plus, everything that you do as Mad Man Pondo is unique. In wrestling, you want to be the person that stands out. You stand out because you know who Mad Man Pondo's going to be before he gets to that ring. And as soon as you get there, you're doing exactly what you set out to do.
That's right.
And every weapon that you use is tailor-made for Mad Man Pondo.
There you go.
Like,
I
people
need to
got to
take this
understand
guy
that.
with me everywhere I go.
Yes, sir.
That's right, because it's the truth. Like, watching you at these shows, when you're there, you got a presence to you. There's an aura to Mad Man Pondo.
Right.
When the fans hear your name or they hear your music that first time, it's like electricity hits the room. You never know what Mad Man Pondo's going to do. As soon as you get out there and you start getting into it, those fans, they love you.
That's a true statement because I don't even know what I'm going to do until I get out there.
Exactly.
A lot of times it's fans handing you shit saying, hey, use my thing.
Yeah.
Or it's fans bring the weapons match. You just have to...
Get creative.
you just got to look at something and go, oh, this would get the crowd going, and you do
Especially because if the fans are bringing you weapons, now you got a bunch of tools that you can use besides your ones that you already know that you got.
That's right.
You got those already in play, but now you got these fans giving you stuff that you can get creative with.
That's it.
And that's pretty much how your book is too, because you are going in there as the author of it yourself. You're not talking to a recorder this time. You're actually the author of it.
Right.
And
I won't be offended, but did you read the first book?
I did read the first book.
Did you read the first book?
Unfortunately, I did not.
Okay. What was your favorite story in the first book?
I'm trying to remember which one was my
He
favorite.
didn't read my first book.
I'm on the...
It's okay. I just what I always do there is if you tell me something that you liked in the book, I'll tell that one story. That way, I'm not telling the whole book.
Right.
Because you don't want to give away everything about that first book.
Okay,
You want the
what's
fans to
one
go
of
out and get it.
What's one of your favorite stories from that book?
It's got to be the time that I wrestled Junkyard Dog.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I was 1 year in the business,
Oh, wow.
and I was friends with an oil guy and a guy named Howard Brackney, who was a super ninja. He was managing Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at WCW.
Nice.
And then later they pulled the mask off and it was Paul Heyman. But it was not Paul Heyman all the other times.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
So he had me talk to the oil guy. The oil guy paid for Junkyard Dog for me to wrestle.
Wow.
We was the main event, right? And this was my first WWE name. I'm 1 year, 2 years in the fucking business, and just I'm getting ready to wrestle Junkyard Dog. My mom, my dad, my brother. So Flora, Illinois was 1 hour from Vincent's, Indiana, but most of the crowd was from Flora, Illinois, because I told everybody, hey, I'm wrestling Junkyard Dog. So the show starts. Match 1, match 2, match 3, no Junkyard Dog. Oh. Now I did not know about. Let me think of the demons. The demons that. Let's just say the demons that Junkyard Dog was fighting at the time. So that's me being very.
Yes.
Hey, it's all right.
We know.
So Junkyard Dog came in and he said, "Who's the promoter?" He already had his white boots and his red tights on, ready to go. And Howard said, "That'd be me." And he goes, "Okay, I need to go ahead and get paid and put me on right now." And Howard was like, "Well, you're the main event. You're what everybody came to see." The place was packed, by the way. Which pissed off Junkyard Dog because his demons was telling him, "Hey, give me my money. I have to go.
Yep.
Have to go." So they get in an argument, And the only thing in between me and that argument is a small partition of cardboard or poster board or whatever they use. So I went running over there and I said, Howard, it's okay. We don't have to be main event. And Junkyard Dog looks at me and he says, are you who I'm wrestling tonight? And I was like, yeah. And he's already in a very pissed off mood. He said,
Oh, shit.
put your boots on because you're about to learn a lesson. I was like, okay. So I'm sitting over there, and excited of what I was, that I was going to wrestle Junkyard Dog. Now all of a sudden I'm disappointed as shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But something that you guys need to know is I'm a thinker.
Yep.
And I'm a rememberer. Saturday night's main event, Junkyard Dog on a Mother's Day took his mom into the ring, and they both did that hand on the knee dance, and Junkyard Dog did this big speech about how important mothers are, and without mothers, we wouldn't be on this planet. So I thought, holy shit, this is what I can do. So I sent somebody out to get my mom to come back to take a picture of me and Junkyard Dog. Now, I had never asked my mom to come in that dress room, so she is just as confused as what everybody else is. But
Right.
I'm not stupid. I knew what I was doing. So my mom come back there. Junkyard Dog meets my mom. My mom's a talker. So, she's telling Junkyard Dog, oh, my God, this is all I've heard about. He's so happy. He's wrestling you and all this shit. She took the pictures of me and Junkyard Dog. And Junkyard Dog looked at her and goes, is this your boy? And she said, yeah. She goes, don't worry. I'm going to take care of him. And then the promoter came over to me and he goes, I don't know what's going on, but Junkyard Dog don't want to pin you tonight. He wants you to, we're sending Don Bass out and you're going to lose by disqualification. I was like, all right, cool. I know what it was about.
Yep.
That's right.
Because I tugged at his mother strings.
Yep, that's right.
He got to meet my mom. My mom was nice to him. Therefore, hey, I'll take care of your boy.
It's another mama's boy.
That right
Figured it
there,
out.
Man.
that shows your
Figured
incredible
it out.
way of
Figured it
thinking
out.
too, because
That's
you were
right.
smart. As soon as you saw that he was in a bad mood, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna tug at his heartstrings.
Because I was just so devastated. I was like
Yeah.
so excited until that day. And then I heard the fight and then him telling me,
You're in
put
for
your
a
boots
lesson.
on. I was like,
Yeah,
shit.
Because him saying that makes you think, oh, he's gonna go out there and try to whoop my ass.
Well, I mean,
Put you through the ringer.
what you could,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have cared.
Right.
But I didn't want it, the ass whipping to be because he was pissed off.
Right.
Yeah,
I wanted it to be
Yeah.
because he was happy to be in the ring.
And I'm
with
sure,
me.
That's
I'm
right.
sure you got a much better match out of him than
I sure did.
originally what would have happened.
I'm sure it was going to be just an ass whooping up into, what was this thing? I even had to talk him into crawling and him crawling into me and doing that.
yeah, the
He
old school.
didn't even want to do that.
Oh,
And then
man.
after he talked to my mom, he
Yeah.
was like, so you a Junkyard Dog fan? I was like, yeah. And he goes, all right, let's do the thing.
Yes.
quick
That's
thinking.
right.
Quick thinking.
That shows that you're smart because
Anybody out there watching, take note. You ever find yourself in a situation like that, think your way out of it.
That's right.
but they gotta remember they can all be quick thinking like Mad Man Pondo.
You got to be in this business.
Yeah. I would suggest that, yeah. Always have your mind open. Always.
That's right. And people's gotta understand.
And do your research.
Not
Right?
only
That's
not only
research right there.
That-
That's just
It wasn't research.
Well, I mean,
it
but
was
you
me
know, so-
remembering. Yeah, I
That's
get
right.
what you're saying.
and also they gotta think that was your first match and you're wrestling Junkyard Dog.
Not my first match.
Not your
but,
first, I mean.
But I mean, it was either year 1 or 2. It was probably year 2, to tell you
Yeah.
the truth.
And this is your first time wrestling him.
Yeah.
You're not gonna want your first time wrestling being because he's pissed off at the promoter.
Right.
You're wanting to have a straight up match with the man that you have been wanting to fight. So you're gonna be quick thinking because you already know that he's pissed off, so you
That's
want
right.
to calm him down.
exactly.
And that shows that you're smart there because you saw that was happening, and you're like, you know what, I got a plan for this.
That's
And it
right.
brought him back down.
Just had to use my brain real quick.
That's right. You see, the promoters out there, they're watching. Y'all need to bring this man in because no matter what people say, you're still a draw. I don't care what nobody says. I've seen Mad Man Pondo pack out houses just from his name being on the card.
I think it's my ability to always be remembered when I leave. You guys saw the JCW versus GCW bump?
Yep.
That was Brett Lauderdale giving everybody else, hey, Shane and Bam, go through the first one. Hey, Cocaine and Mr. Danger, you go through the next one. Hey, Drew Parker, you get thrown up, and not even including me. And then that's when I hey, Brett. Because that's when he said, okay, Willie Mack, will you take a bump off the scaffolding through those two things? And Willie Mack was like, fuck no, I'm not doing that. So that's when I was like, Brett, I will do that. I will do that, because I'm remembered.
Right.
Exactly.
If it was up to Brett giving everybody else everything without me coming off of scaffolding, being 56 years old doing that
That's right.
ass bump. And I'll also tell you this. So we wanted the crew. What is horizontal and what's parallel? Horizontal is side to side. Parallel is straight.
Yeah.
All right. We wanted it horizontal. But I guess being horizontal would have put the contraption out in the crowd.
Yeah.
So instead, they put it parallel. So if you watch that bump, you can even pull it up if you want. If you watch that bump, you will see me turn around, and I can see the boards that are behind me. And I'm not here to fuck up Mr. Danger. I'm not going to let his legs hit those boards.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let his hips hit those boards. So I shortened mine, which I fucked myself up, not him. I shortened my suplex to where my ass hit the board, but you could see how flat I landed him,
Yep.
I was making sure that.
I remember watching that.
Yeah, so that's me. That's me always wanting to take care of my opponent.
That's right.
That's right. And making it look good.
There's not an opponent that I've had out there that says that I didn't try to make them look good or that I, So I have tagged with Necro so long that when I show up at arenas, guys are afraid to wrestle me. And then after we get done wrestling, they're like, "Oh my God, that was the easiest thing I ever done." And I'm like, "Yeah, what did you think I was gonna do?" And they's like, "Well, I wrestled Necro before." And I was like, "Say no more. Say no more. I get it. All right, no problem."
And another thing about it is that they're probably have seen you doing death matches, and they're like, "Oh my God, he's gonna come in here, he's gonna kill me."
Yeah, and it's not about that. My stuff is all bullshit. I mean, yes, it looks like it's gonna kill you, but man, I ain't out to hurt nobody.
That's right.
And that's the way it should be.
That shows that
And
you're
it's supposed
good.
to look like the most devastating. Oh my God, how did he just not die?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's supposed to look like, because it proves that you can take care of your opponent. No matter who you wrestled, they know Mad Man Pondo's got my back.
I do my best with that. And so far, I haven't come back and somebody said, "Oh my God, you tried to hurt me or kill me." It's always, "Oh my God, that was so easy." And I'm like, yeah, that's what this is supposed to be.
Exactly,
And
because
they'll be willing to work with you again, pass your name on to promoters. Yeah, I'll work with Pondo anytime.
Now, I can't say that I haven't been tested.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Some guys will give me a punch to the face, and I'll be damned if I'm not going to punch them in the face back.
exactly,
And then they're like, "Oh, okay, so you want to do it this way, The only one that didn't work on was Manny Fernandez. Manny. So me and Manny,
yeah,
we was going to do a match where we did some things in the ring, and then we got outside.
yeah,
I got in the ring. It was for ASW in West Virginia. I got in the ring, and the ref said, "Be careful. The boards have slid."
oh,
I walked out to the middle. The only thing keeping me up from the ground was the canvas.
yeah.
the boards didn't only slide, like all the middles were out, right?
Oh, shit.
So I'm thinking to myself, I don't want Manny Fernandez to get in there and mess his leg up or anything. So as he's coming to the ring, I get out and I start giving him work punches. But the crowd's right there. But I'm also trying to explain, hey, the ring's broke. All he knows is some dude's coming out on him. He bends me over and he's punching me in the back of the neck as hard as he can and punching my face hard as I can. And finally I'm like, you know what? I'm not taking this no more. So I start punching him in his face. He starts punching me harder. So finally he turns around to get into the ring. And the minute he puts his hands on the edge, the boards come up and he turns around and he goes, hey, the ring's broke. I said, no shit. Would you stop hitting me? And everything was good after that. He realized, oh, okay. He was taking care of me. And when we got in the back, he even said, man, I'm sorry. I thought you was trying to make a name off of me. I'm like, no, hell no. My neck was sore for a month after that shit.
I believe it. They have beaten the hell out of your neck like that. Finally had you go, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to start slinging back.
And that was a bigger mistake than anything, punching that man in the face. Because then he's like, okay, well, I'll punch him in the face. But I guess the first ones were lighter than after.
And then he started getting
those
serious.
last three.
Those first ones were the working
Shit.
Like, that's what happens in wrestling sometimes. Sometimes you got the guys that understand how to be stiff with each other without hurting each other. And then you got the guys that are even stiffer than that.
He
that
knew
know how
right,
to work
he
it.
knew right where to hit me.
Yes, he did.
Pull my head down and hit me in the back of the neck. God, I mean, not once. I can't even count how many times.
But I tell you what, that's something that you always remember because he
I'll
gave you that
never forget
pepper like
shit.
that.
Never forget that.
But here's the thing. He thought that you were trying to make a name for yourself off his name.
He
but
was.
You have a big name now.
Uh,
Here in 2026, everybody knows who Mad Man Pondo is. If you were to say...
Not everybody. I mean, so here's the thing. And I would even admit this. I've had no TV notoriety. Nothing... So JCW, that's pretty huge. Big Japan, that's pretty huge. But, you know, I mean, the rest of it's just me traveling, working hard anywhere I go, you know. So if you didn't see me at Big Japan or JCW, where the hell did you see me at? And what was it that you saw to make you chant my name as I'm going back to the ring? That's what's... So
That's true.
So there is A-listers, B-listers. I'm down there in the E's or F's somewhere, I think. I'm known, but I'm not famous.
Yeah.
You know, and I accept that. When people say Pondo's a legend, I'm like, no. I have accepted the word icon, but I don't know. Terry Funk's a legend. Ric Flair's a legend.
Well, I mean, in the deathmatch world, and especially in the Juggalo world, you know, in those communities, you are a legend.
Thank you.
I do believe that a lot of people, if you were to say Mad Man Pondo, they will say that they know who you are because they've heard the stories, they've seen you, they've looked you up on YouTube, because there's a lot of push that's available for them to find out who Mad Man is.
So, you guys remember Sarah Logan?
Yeah.
Sarah Bridges, Van Holla.
Yep.
All that shit. So, back when I was dating her, I drove her to all her. So one thing that she was smart about, she never said no to any extra work.
Yeah.
Not just in our area, not just Indianapolis, not just Lexington. I mean, we was going to Memphis, Florida. You know, well, we're in Memphis. And I drop her off at the venue, and I never gave a fuck about working for no WWF or WWE. So I dropped her off. I went back to the hotel, and I'm sitting there watching a movie, and the hotel phone rings, and it's somebody from WWE, and they said, hey, we could really use some extras. And Sarah said that you was just sitting in your hotel. Would you like to come down? And I'm like, and I know I confused the dude. Cause I'm like, well, I'm kind of watching a movie. I'll just pick Sarah.
Only Pondo. Only Pondo.
And the guy was like, you really don't want to come down? I'm like, nah, really, I'm good. He goes, well, what if we gave you $200 tonight and a $200 check in the mail? I'm like, I'm there. All right. $400.
That's right.
And and I told him then, I'm like, listen, I know that you're supposed to be dressed up to come to these things. I got a pair of shorts and a Texas Chainsaw Massacre t-shirt on right now. And he goes, we don't care. We need you. We need you. So I get down there, and do you guys watch WWE at all?
Yep, I do.
Did you watch it back when Dean Ambrose was on?
Yep.
Okay, so do you remember when they shoved Dean Ambrose into a room and all the security guards was watching the door to make sure he stayed in there? And then later on, he was just walking around, and they was like, hey, how'd you get out? He goes, the back door. There was a back door.
Yep.
Okay, well, they had used all their extras to do that. They needed... what are they called? Rosebuds. They needed rosebuds to do the trust fall.
Yeah.
Trust catch with Adam Rose.
Yep.
So I get there, and this is what I'm trying to get to. One of the rules is you are not allowed to go to the main talent and ask for pictures or even talk to him. You're not even supposed to talk to him. I walk into catering. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens is like, hey, Pondo, right now. I know Sarah's getting a job, right?
Yep.
We're told we don't have a date yet, but she's getting a job. And I got these people coming to me, and I'm like, no, guys. And they're like, what? And they're like, I'm not supposed to be talking to you guys. They're like, fuck that. You're Mad Man Pondo, right? And they're hugging me.
Yep.
Cesaro comes in the room, and Pondo, what's going on? I'm like, damn it, guys. Don't get me wrong. I love it that these guys are appreciating me and
at
loving
that
me,
time, they were big guys.
I was really worried about Sarah's job.
Yep.
I get ready to leave catering, and Paul Heyman was like, Madman Pondo, and I was like, all right, Paul. I'm going to talk to Paul Heyman.
Yeah, of course.
That's right.
So I did. I sit there and I talked to Paul Heyman for a while. He introduced me to Pat Patterson. I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. Not that I'm a handsome guy, but, whatever it is, I didn't want no part of that shit. So then the Rosebuds thing that day was the Bunny and Adam Rose.
Yep.
So they're sitting there, and the Bunny was Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
So they're going over their shit of what they're supposed to be doing, arguing about, well, I think it should be this way. I'm thinking it's being this way. Now, let me back up and tell you all the other extras, because they're all dressed and all this cool shit in suits and ties, and I'm Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes, you were.
So they're not responding to me. Like they don't know who I am. They don't want to talk to me.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that. Hell, I'm not supposed to be here. Whatever. I had Sarah. Sarah was talking to me. So the Bunny, Sami Zayn, and Adam Rose is going over their shit. Next thing I know, somebody comes over and puts me in a work headlock, starts giving me work punches to the head. I look up, and it's fucking Moxley.
Hell yeah.
He's like, Pondo, what are you doing, man? And now, from what I understand, Moxley talked to nobody back there. He was always focusing on his job and all his shit. So even the bigger stars are amazed that this guy is talking to an extra, right? So I'm just, because me and Necro used to wrestle Switchblade Connection, which was Sami Zayn and Moxley for, I can't even tell you how many times. So he's asking me all these questions and all this shit, and to the point that I forget to introduce my girlfriend, who stabs me with her fingernail in the back. I'm like, oh shit, Dean, this is Sarah Dean. So we talked for, I don't know, 3-4 minutes, He walked away. Next thing I know, all these extras want to talk to me. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you guys. You didn't want to talk to me before.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
I'm good now,
You
right?
keep that same energy.
But,
That's right.
But they see all these, like Seth. He was Tyler Black. Hey,
Yep.
Pondo, what's going on? And all these extras are just wishing to God somebody knew who they was, you know? I will tell you this side note. The one thing that I regret, in Memphis, they had a guest appearance from Lance Russell.
Yeah.
And he's in the locker room. And I went over and I said, hello, Mr. Russell. I just wanted to say hello. And he says, hey. He goes, did you ever watch wrestling back in the day? I said, yes, sir. Evansville Coliseum. He goes, Channel 7. And I was like, inside, I was like, oh, my God, right? And I wanted to ask him for a picture so bad. And I looked over at Sarah, and she goes, don't you fucking do it.
Oh, man.
I
Always
mean,
get the picture.
Because, yeah, but you can't there.
I know.
They tell you straight up, do not. They don't even want you to interact.
Yeah.
Interact with them. And all these guys are coming up to me, and I'm like, Sarah's job's out the fucking door, you know.
Yep.
But, like I said, I'm not famous, but I am known.
Right.
That's true. But that's pretty big to have all those guys calling out to you even though you're there for Sarah. You're just like, guys, please, no.
Right, yeah.
Because you already know that they don't want y'all talking to the bigger
Right.
stars.
But they didn't care. They was like, we don't care. And I'm like,
That's
no,
right.
I care.
Yeah.
And now it almost seems like the rules have been laxed now that there's no Vince Man there.
Oh, yeah, that's, you know what? So I was a Rosebud 3 times.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon came through and he was going to Gorilla, and everybody just parted the Red Sea, right? And he didn't say hello. He didn't notice anybody. Stared at Gorilla and walked straight there. Hunter was right behind him, and he would, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Right? Stephanie McMahon. Hey, how are you? How are you? You know, she was so cool.
Nice.
She didn't know who I was, but Sarah had been there a few times, so she stopped and talked to Sarah for a bit. But, Vince McMahon, straight to that Gorilla.
He's pretty much got that tunnel vision.
That's
You
it.
guys were just there, but he ain't seen you.
And nobody said, hey, Vince, how you doing, or nothing, you know. And at least Hunter, he would at least acknowledge, but I'm sure with Dad in front of him, he didn't want to stop and cause no shit. You
Because Vince Man was kind of like one of those guys that always had this weird way of doing things. He didn't like talk to the boys, but he himself wanted to be a wrestler.
know? Right.
But at the same time, now that he's a boss, he don't care for you to say hello to him, shake his hand.
Especially now.
Exactly.
Now he wishes you'd say hello.
Exactly, because he screwed himself over is what happened. He should have known better, but that's VKM for you.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah, you can.
So he gave the girl the first $1 million,
Yep.
and everything was fine.
Yep.
Didn't give the second $1 million. All of a sudden, he's a son of a bitch that shit on my chest.
Exactly.
You know. So take that for what you will.
Yeah.
She's saying she had no idea about any of this shit, but she knew all about it when she got the first $1 million,
Yep.
waiting on the second $1 million. Didn't get the second $1 million all of a sudden. Yeah.
That's what we've been saying is because it's funny that she took that first $1 million,
Damn right.
stayed quiet, and then when she didn't get that second $1 million like she was hoping,
Right.
that's when she came out with all those allegations about Vince Man, what he did to him. And yet there's texts that show that she was calling him baby,
Yeah.
talking about lovey-dovey stuff, and
I mean, some of her proof about the sexual allegations that she's talking about, she brought on herself. If you just read the text messages, but cancel culture
Yeah.
brings it the other way. Like,
Exactly.
oh, well, how terrible is this? You know, so
it's like because it's a woman that's accusing him. Automatically, she's in the right, and he's a dirty son bitch.
you know you're getting ready to get telephone calls just on this little section right here. Right?
Hey, that's
all right.
okay. We've dealt with it before because
I hear you.
what they need to understand is that we're the type of podcast that we like to get down to nit and gritty. we like to bullshit around, have fun, because we tell our guests all the time, when you come in here, don't treat it like you're just being an interviewee. You're just one of the guys just sitting around this round table, bullshitting around, and topics like this is something that we also talk about because it's true. Like, if people would actually get their heads out of their ass, they could read those texts and be like, oh, so she did bring it onto herself.
Right.
They got to understand, when money's involved and that money ain't come back, that's when they
half
get
them
upset.
people didn't even read them text messages.
Yeah.
They just
Exactly.
made their own assumptions
And that's mostly because they were already hating on this man.
Right.
They needed some
Any
reason
other
to.
questions?
Yeah, we do actually.
Let's get them.
Headlocks, Heels, and Havocs is here. Oh, we also got someone saying Pondo. Oh, Crystal Brickman. She said Pondo.
Crystal Brickman.
She's the photographer at the arena.
Oh, okay.
Headlocks, Heels, and Havoc said, Vince is not a good person, and Janelle Grant was looking for a money grab.
That's right.
Two things can be true at the same time. Mayhem Media said 100%. I mean, it is true, though.
But please don't think that we're saying that Vince McMahon was an angel.
Exactly.
No,
Because we're not.
I mean, he did some piece of shit things.
Yes,
but
he did.
It's not like that girl didn't know the piece of shit things were coming.
Yeah.
As long as the money was coming.
That's
along
right.
With it. So I say 2 pieces of shit, put them together, and you got a
Yep.
big piece of shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who would you say has been your favorite opponent to work against?
I will tell this to anybody because this is the biggest true. 2015, I got to wrestle Terry Funk for the
Nice.
JCW title, and he put me over like a gentleman. Later on, and it's on DVD in case anybody tells you I'm
Yeah.
full of shit, gave me his song Desperado to walk out.
Nice.
And I did it a couple times, but man, that's Terry Funk's song,
Yeah.
you know. So out of respect, I did it a couple times, but I would call the. You guys know after his wife died, his health just went straight down.
Yep.
He was in a one of the old folk
Yeah.
facilities, and I would call there, and after a while, the nurse would say, "Hey, we're so glad when you call because Terry always remembers Pondo." Now that's either because I'm very unforgettable, or
Yeah.
Pondo is a unforgettable name, but when they would say, "Hey, Pondo's on the phone," Pondo, and I would talk to Terry. I was always happy to get to do that, and that's one of those hits, man. Like Terry Funk was, if you think about it, he is the epitome of evolving with professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Me and Jim Cornette are friends, but evolving with wrestling, he will never do.
No.
Terry Funk went from wrestling to ECW, barbed wire matches, to doing moonsaults, to, Terry Funk is, if you say professional wrestling, Terry Funk should be that legend that you're talking about.
That's right. He was one of those guys that could adapt to anything that you put in front of him.
That's it.
Like watching him in Japan, he fought Onita in one of the very first Texas Deathmatch exploding barbed wire matches.
That's it.
And you felt that. You felt his care for Onita. You felt Onita's change from, I hate this man's guts, to, I don't want this man to die, and protecting him by throwing himself on top of Funk as the ring explodes.
Right.
You felt that. That's because Terry Funk made you believe no matter what he was doing.
That's it.
So that was pretty damn good to hear that it was your name that he would always perk up to whenever you call.
Rest
that's
in
big.
peace, Terry Funk.
That's right. Rest in peace to a legend.
I'm sure he appreciated your calls very much.
He always, it was always the same conversation. Pondo, where you working at? And I'd tell him, and he'd say, "Are you kicking ass down there, buddy?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." And he'd like, "All right, I'm kind of tired. I'm going to go ahead and lay down. You know, it was always short, but it was still a telephone call.
That's right. And you can't take nothing from Terry Funk. The man
Nothing
had
at
a
all.
hell of a career.
Yep.
And now, who would you say in the future if you get a chance to wrestle them? Who's someone that you've been having your eye on that you wasn't thinking that you'd want to match with, but now you've got this thought on your mind that you think you could take them and that it'd be money?
I think me and Bull Bronson would be a good match. Me and Lil Sicko was together at that IWA Deep South show, and I didn't even. I mean, this kid is blowing up like everybody's loving. But this kid was in the dressing room, and he said, "Someday I want to wrestle Mad Man Pondo." He told Kevin Brandon that, you know. Bronson. Yeah, I'd like to wrestle Bull Bronson. Phil Insane. You know, not really. So I would love to wrestle Sergeant Slaughter.
Ooh, nice choice.
But I can't do it. Right. You know, Sergeant Slaughter is just done. He doesn't want to do it. But Sergeant Slaughter said that doesn't mean if I'm at a gimmick table and you wrestle around there that I wouldn't put you in some kind of camel clutch. So I'm happy. Not camel clutch. What was his? His was the
Cobra.
Cobra clutch.
Cobra.
Sorry. Cobra clutch. Sorry.
That's all right.
But you know, I would be satisfied with that. Mick Foley, I can never wrestle him. He's done.
Yep. But if he were to try and do the mandible claw on you,
I would love that. Well, we did. He reffed one of my matches one time. But it's the newer deathmatch guys, which I'm sure they look at me like, who is this old man that he wants to wrestle me or whatever.
I hope not.
I hope not too.
You know,
but
if they're really taking their craft seriously, they're looking at the generation before them.
Yeah.
And if they're serious about deathmatch wrestling, they're looking at Pondo.
Well, I would love that, but you know, any of the newer guys, you know, I would love to.
I hope they're looking at past generations because
I would love that.
I'm pretty sure that the newest generation of deathmatch wrestlers should be looking at you and saying, "I want to test myself against Pondo," because you were, to me, one of the founding foundations of deathmatch wrestling. Because when you were there, deathmatch wrestling, you knew you were getting a show. You knew you were getting your money's worth because you never knew what Pondo was going to do.
And I was in this deathmatch game back when there was no respect for it whatsoever.
That's right.
It was so difficult to keep going, but I loved it so much. I would always keep it going. But
we got someone that wants to have a match with you.
James
Kendrick. He said, "I would love to get in the ring with Pondo."
Big James Kendrick. He's a local
That's Crystal
guy.
Brigman's husband right there.
That's who?
Crystal Brigman's husband.
Oh, okay.
He wants to have a match with you.
I would love that.
We
Hey,
got his picture on the wall somewhere.
yeah, actually,
Yeah, right there.
Oh,
that's
okay.
James Kendrick.
There you go.
And that's Ajax Singer.
All right.
Ace chopping.
All right.
Hey, James Kendrick, if you want that match,
Talk to
maybe
your promoter. Talk to your
talk
local promoter.
talk to
Adrian.
Bullpen Pro Wrestling or Elite Wrestling Alliance that you're working for, and make that happen. Because Pondo is willing and he's ready.
Pondo's starving.
That's right. And plus the guy understand that now is 2026.
Yeah.
Pondo's name needs to continue to be out there because so many people are still wanting to see what Pondo will do this year.
You guys want to hear my death story?
I do.
Okay. So I have a big fear of not being remembered after I pass away.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are going to remember me. Some deathmatch people will remember me. But I want a lot of people to remember me. So this is how I figured it out. Remember, I sit back and I think shit.
Very cerebral.
Yes. So in Clarksville, Indiana, there's a place called the Concrete Lady that sells big concrete, like rhinos and hippos. And one of them is a giant gorilla. I want that to be my headstone. Let me tell you why. Why. How many times have you drove through a graveyard trying to find somebody's headstone, but they're all these concrete blocks? By God, if you drive through that graveyard and you see that big gorilla, you're going to be, oh, there's where Pondo's buried right there.
Where's
That's
Pondo
right.
buried? I'm not sure. Just look for the gorilla.
That's right.
That's right.
Now, on that gorilla, I want the plaque where they're on his chest or at his feet.
Yeah.
I want it to have a skull and crossbones on it. That way, people who don't know me is going to look at that skull and crossbones and be like, man, that must have been some evil son of a bitch. And they will make up stories about me years and years to come. On that plaque, I also want a QVC code. Okay?
Oh.
That way, people who know who I am will be able to reminisce and get facts about me. People who don't know who I am will be able to, because they're going to. So here's the thing. If you're walking through the graveyard and you see a big concrete gorilla and you have no idea who that is, you're still going to walk over to that concrete gorilla.
That's right.
Yeah.
So take a picture of the QVC code that's on the plaque, and you'll be able to read all about me, and that will keep my name alive years and years. That's me thinking outside the fucking box.
That's right. You're smart.
That's beyond out the box.
Yes.
That's
Here's
futuristic thinking right there.
Here's the second part I want. I don't want to have a funeral. I do not want people sitting in a room, music playing, people crying and all that shit. I want people to get together with a big screen TV and watch the movie Dumb and Dumber.
Nice.
Because that is the funniest movie that I've ever seen in my life. And you can watch it today.
Yes.
Yep.
Even after watching it 5 or 6 times, you can watch it today, and something happens in that movie that you're going to laugh about. That's what I've always, pictured.
Exactly.
I want people to not grieve. I want people to, oh, do you remember that time, I don't know, Pondo, I don't know, something funny. I want people to, I don't know if the word celebrate, but I want people to be happier with the situation than sitting in a room crying and all that bullshit. So,
Exactly.
concrete gorilla. So if I pass away, get a hold of Superfly or Big Beard, and we're going to donate. I have no idea how much a giant concrete gorilla would cost.
That's right.
But that's what I want. I want a giant concrete gorilla to be my headstone.
You heard
That's
that,
right.
wrestling community? We're going to make that happen.
That's it.
Exactly, because that's one way to keep Mad Man Pondo name alive, because even though you're gone, the people going to drive past the cemetery, stop after they see that big giant gorilla, and they're going to be like, who is that?
Well,
And after they see that name.
Well, the important part is that QVC code.
Yeah.
That's right.
I want that QVC code somewhere. That way, people who know me and people who don't know me will be able to find
That's
out
right.
about me.
And they'll be able to go right to everything that they need to know about Mad Man Pondo.
That's it.
We got another thing saying here. Headlocks, Heels, and Havoc said, I'm having a barbecue at my funeral. Everybody walks up, says their final goodbye to me in my casket. There's beer and soda and water and all kinds of stuff packed in ice all around me. Pixie something to drink as you're saying your goodbye. At the end of the line, grab your hot dog or hamburger on me.
Now, see, that is, to me, funerals are just the most depressing thing ever.
They are.
And I don't want people to be depressed. I've never wanted anybody to be sad about anything that I've done. So I just want people to watch Dumb and Dumber and
That's
laugh
right.
a couple of times.
And also look up Mad Man Pondo facts and
Yeah.
just
please.
keep his memory alive and talking about stories about that time Mad Man Pondo did this, or maybe a Mad Man Pondo match,
Yep.
or just something that they found funny that you did.
That's it.
That's a good one right there. And that shows that you're thinking ahead.
Yeah.
You're not taking 2 steps back. You're always thinking what you want for people to remember. Because there will be people that may not know you that they'll know you, because as soon as they see that gorilla, they're going to be looking at that and saying, let me see what this QR code is doing.
I'll tell you what that code, where that came from. So I was in 2 video games.
Yeah.
3 video games.
And I played one of them.
I played all 3.
And I thought to myself, okay, that'll keep my name alive. Nobody plays Xbox or PlayStation.
Oh, man.
Anymore. Then I was in a movie with Robert Englund. I'm like, that'll keep my name alive. You can't even, it's hard to buy that fucking movie on eBay anymore. I did the speech for ICP in between the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Memorial, and I thought, okay, this will be the thing. But people forgot about that already.
Yeah.
That QVC code, nobody's going to forget me.
That's right. And Hills, Headlocks, and Havocs, he was in Backyard Wrestling video game. Backyard Wrestling.
Don't try this at home.
Yep.
There goes the neighborhood. And then Fire Pro Return.
That's right. That's where you can get them. Those games, you'll have to get another. You're gonna have to get one of the old systems though to play them on. Yeah. Like the one that I mentioned about the Backyard Wrestling. You got to get a PS2 for that one.
Or a 360 Xbox 360.
Yep. Because those came out.
And then find the game.
Yeah, those came out during the time before the generation that we know now.
I have autographed so many of them games. I know they're out there. But just
they are.
able to find one, you know.
Yep.
One of my earliest memories of Mad Man Pondo was from the games because they were unique. They had blood. They had everything. They had you could face ICP, face anyone that they had. They even had female wrestlers that could wrestle.
I was
there.
the main boss in the first.
Yes, you was.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed trying to overcome you because your main boss whooped my ass all the time.
I had a code. I used to have a code that I forget what it was, but there was a code where you could go straight to me.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what the hell it was now.
Yeah.
And literally, if you didn't have no code, you had to work your way to get to you.
That's it.
Otherwise, you were probably gonna get stuck on the first or second one.
The problem with the first one, I don't guys remember this or not. Heat-seeking weapons that they would throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could not, if they threw something at you and you tried to get out of the way, that damn weapon would fall.
Yeah. No matter what, you would get hit with them. And even if you had the opponent health down, it was a bitch to try and fully beat them because they've also got your health down. And if they pulled out that heat-seeking weapon, you were fucked. That was one of the earliest memories I remember of that game. There have been times where I spent countless hours trying to get to you only to get beaten because I got hit with a heat-seeking weapon.
And once you got beat by me, you didn't get to wrestle me. You had to go all the way back, 3 or 4, to get to me again. That's why IDOS, the people who made the game, gave me a code to get to myself.
Nice.
And then people who knew me, I'd be like, oh, we'll just punch in, and then IDOS was like, why are you telling people the code? I was like, why aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, y'all didn't tell me that I couldn't tell people about
said
this.
Shit about don't tell nobody the code.
It's the Mike Tyson code. Everybody fucking needs it.
Plus,
I got to beat Mike Tyson.
Did you?
One time.
Never did.
Let me tell you what, this is the most depressing thing. I tried, me and a whole bunch of friends in my bedroom, and we tried. And finally, I did it. I beat Tyson. Nobody was there.
Oh, of course.
Now,
that's the worst.
Now, you could say Pondo's lying. He never did beat Tyson. But if you knew the devastation of how excited I was, I can't believe I did it. And then I turn around, oh, yeah, I'm by myself.
Man.
And then...
Hey, guys, you see that? Fuck, where'd you go?
And then when I did beat it, it was the most useless piece of footage.
Yeah, oh, man, so anticlimactic.
Yeah, because...
Hey, you did it. Good job.
Yeah, Tyson's like, oh, you beat me. He said some shit. Then you see Little Mac and the guy on the bike, and then it's done. And
exactly. You finally overcame them just to have no audience, and also have an anticlimax.
But if it wasn't for that code where I could go straight to Tyson, I would have never beat him. But
that's true.
Yeah.
I was dedicated on that.
That is true. But these games, they may not be able to be played no more on modern consoles, but people still remember them.
So, my buddy Cody Matthews works in Frankfurt.
Yep, I know Cody Matthews.
All right. Jeremy, you know Jeremy.
Yep.
So, he now works.
Read that last comment. I'm sorry.
Me and a bunch of friends in my bedroom is not the way to start a story. Is what Headlocks Hills and Abby says.
Hey, what happens there stays there.
Yep.
But Cody, he now works at you pay $10 and you get to play all the video games you want, and they have all the old consoles on TVs. And I couldn't, I'm sitting there and I'm waiting to play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and some dude, I don't know what he was playing, but but it told me that people still want to play those old games because they were all full. There was PlayStation, Xbox. We're talking about one. Anyway, all the old consoles and all of them were full.
Yeah,
that's right.
I work at a bar with an arcade.
Oh, okay.
And we got the old arcades from the 1980s, and college kids are in there every day.
Yeah.
And recently, I was playing backyard wrestling, trying to my best get to you again.
Yeah.
But you always get stopped on the second fucking match because there's always that heat-seeking bullshit.
Man, you walk into video game arcades now. It's Dance Dance Revolution and
I never understood that game. Games supposed
claw
to be
machines. I was there at the beginning of Dance Dance Revolution in Japan. I'm talking about even before it got to America.
Okay, wow.
And there'd be a line for this game, and I would sit there and watch these.
Yeah.
I mean, they knew everything, and I was like, and then when it came to America, I was like, they ain't gonna be able to do it like them guys, and pretty soon, even America was doing them like that.
Yeah.
They had one. It was called Typing of the Dead, and you can look it up. It's just like, you're killing zombies, but you got to type a sentence to kill. I swear to God, you can look it up on the internet.
I think I have seen this before.
Typing of the Dead. That's the dumbest shit I ever seen.
Yeah, because you're having to type the sentence out to kill the zombies.
Yeah.
And you got to think on your feet while you're doing it.
Right.
Otherwise, you're going to have to start over.
That's it.
That's how the old games used to be, especially all the games that I played back then. You could play Mario, you die, back to the beginning of the level. Die, you're still going to be playing from the very beginning of the game. You're never going to be able to save. That's how it's set. And your character being the main boss of the game, that made it memorable. That meant that Mad Man Pondo was the guy that you had to overcome.
And at that time, that's what I thought. All right, nobody's going to forget me now. But
how did you get involved in those games?
So Kevin Gill came to, I can't remember which gathering it was, but it was on the inside.
Yeah.
Might have been Novi. No, I can't remember. It was one of the inside gatherings.
Okay.
And I had an Asian fiance over here. She became my wife later.
Yeah.
Big mistake. Tell you about it later. So she drank alcohol. I didn't.
Yeah.
Kevin Gill saw that I was walking through and said, "Hey, let me buy you some drinks." Well, instead of me buying her drinks, Kevin Gill would buy me one, and I would just nurse it for hours. And he was buying her drinks. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't know who Kevin Gill was. I just knew that he was buying drinks for people.
Yeah.
So after a while, he was like, "Hey, I just want you to know I'm here to put you guys in a video game. And I'm going to talk to ICP about it. We want ICP. We want Sabu. And, of course, we want Mad Man Pondo." And, again, you hear all types of shit in wrestling. And you're like, all right, whatever, you know. And then next thing I know, after that gathering, Backyard Wrestling, Don't Try This at Home, started in production.
Yep.
They got a hold of me. I did more for the video game than a lot of them. I promoted it in England, and I wrestled a guy named Iceman.
Nice.
I promoted it in Japan. I took M-Dog, Supreme, who's also in the game.
Yep.
And then we dressed Nate Webb up as El Drunko.
Oh, nice.
I went to, they rented a mansion, but didn't tell the owner that we'd be breaking light tube glass in his front yard, so he flipped out.
As one would.
I went to the release party where I put my voice in it. I mean, a lot of things good happened out of that video game. Plus, you got paid all this money to be on the video game. So everything was gravy, and you think, oh, yeah, this is it. This is what we're going to do to be remembered. But then not even eBay has the video game.
Oh,
anymore.
man.
You realize, okay, all right, it's not what it's going to be.
Which sucks because all those games are pretty damn good.
Well, people do remember me for the game because the biggest line I get is, man, I used to whip your ass all the time. So my answer already is like, talking about the video game, right?
Yeah.
They all think they're clever. They all think I've never heard it before, but I have. I always call them out there. Man, I used to whip your ass all the time. I remember every ass whooping I took, and it wasn't from you, pal.
That's right. And you know, this Saturday, you and Draven Lee are going to lock horns.
Yeah.
First time in 20 years.
Is it really 20 years?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, man.
And Draven Lee is excited. Like, you're one of his biggest inspirations. And
yeah, I heard his promo that he cut.
Yep. And he's been wanting this match with you for a while now. He said on our podcast that he'd like to wrestle Pondo. Here it is.
We've wrestled each other before.
That's right.
Yeah, we wrestled each other for Freddie Cornell in West Virginia. Yeah.
And now he gets his chance to have a one-on-one rematch with you.
Cool deal.
And that's badass because March 7th, XCF at the arena. People need to be there because they're going to see you and Draven Lee tear it up along with so many other names in this tournament.
Jen, Shane Mercer, help me out.
Charles Copeland, Zodiac,
that's right.
Omega's even going to be there.
Omega.
Nice.
So many great names going to be taking each other on inside this tournament. You're all going for one thing, one simple objective. Satujin has to win this race. He's already said, whoever wins this tournament, it's nothing but a joke to him. He don't care because he go rock through them.
We'll see how that goes.
Exactly, because it almost sounds like he's downplaying the fact that there's deathmatch legends in this tournament. And he's also downplaying the fact that many of these men have whooped his ass before. It's like he's gotten cocky since he got complacent.
Well, if you think about it, he's now also a deathmatch legend, I would say. And
That's true.
he did a tour in Japan for Big Japan. I mean, he's got his name out there.
Yes,
just
he
like
does.
the rest of us.
But it almost seems like he's now downplaying all of y'all because to him, he's had this title 2 years. That's a big feat. And it's almost like he got complacent over time. Like he's not sweating y'all. He don't care who's winning this tournament.
I like the guys who underestimate me because that makes my job easier by the end.
And like I've been saying, any one of y'all could win this tournament and go on to face Satujin.
That's it.
And you have one of the most chances to come after that title. You got to think, Satujin versus Mad Man Pondo, I think that's money.
Yeah, we've done that a few times.
Yes, y'all have. And I think that...
I'm about that. Sorry, I don't mean to reference.
It's all right.
But I can't remember how much I weighed there, but I think I weigh less now.
I think you
Exactly.
weigh a lot less now. Congratulations.
Oh,
on that.
thank you, man.
Congratulations on your weight loss
I
journey.
was 332 pounds, sleep apnea, about to die every time my eyes shut. Couldn't walk around Disney or Universal without having to sit down or getting blisters on my feet. Now I'm in extra large T-shirts. This is a large. Oh, no.
Yep.
The shirt that I wore in was large, and I'm 196 pounds. I can't remember the last time I was under 200 pounds in my life. Here's the problem with that. When I was fat, people all the time was like, "Oh my God, Pondo's gonna fucking die," and now I've lost all this weight, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Pondo's gonna fucking die." Like, I can't win for losing with this
I know,
shit.
right?
But I just want everybody to know, I'm not diseased. I'm not fraying away from some virus inside of me. I'm trying to be this small, so please congratulate me from now on.
Exactly.
Instead of wishing my death on me, or
Because you're trying to do a weight loss journey. You've been putting in the work to lose a lot of weight.
well, October 17th, I had gastric sleeve surgery, and October 20th, I went and flew to Philly and wrestled.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Flew home, got in a car with the Bruisers, went to West Virginia, and wrestled on the 21st. So that either puts me as the dumbest guy in the world or puts me in the bad motherfuckers club.
You know, that just solidifies your catchphrase.
Yes, it does.
Can't stop Pondo.
That's right.
That's right. And the people, they used to like chanting Pondo's fat all the time. Well, now they can't because you've lost all that weight.
No, they can, but it's PHAT now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's true. But that's what makes you Pondo, is that they never know what Pondo's going to do.
That's right.
And with your latest book that's coming up, when they do get their hands on it, they're in for a treat.
It's way different than the first one, though. I hope people get into it. So, here's the thing. If they get into the horror icons,
Yeah.
I've met so many. I met the Warriors.
Yeah.
I've met Lee Majors, who's
Yeah.
a $6 million man. I met.
You know, you might have to come to the Scarefest.
I go every year.
Do you?
Yeah, Ryan Huff. You know Ryan Huff?
I haven't met him, no.
Anyway, he gets me in, and
Okay.
and the reason that the guy who owns it tells Ryan, let that Pondo come in, is because I don't waste time. I'm not just walking around like I actually meet
Right.
some of the celebrities, because that's me.
Well, I mean, next year, set up a table and sell your book.
You know, so when Jeff was running it,
Yeah.
can't remember his last name. I'm so terrible. But anyway, when he was running it, he gave me a table, and he put me right next to Elvira.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, which was cool that I got to talk to Elvira. Like everybody's saying, it was a big story not too long ago. Elvira came out. Elvira came out to me a long time ago and saying, "Hey, this is my life partner." So she must have liked me to tell me that.
Yep.
And every time she wasn't busy, which wasn't much, because she always had a line, she would talk to me, and which was just outrageous to me. But nobody gave a shit that I was there, because Elvira's line was wrapped around my table. Therefore, people walking through, they wouldn't even see that I was over there. And even if they did, I don't think they would really give a shit. But then they gave me a room to do a question and answering. But they also gave, I think it was the Children of the Corn guys, another room
Yeah.
the same time as mine. Courtney Gaines and whatever the little creepy dude.
Yeah.
So I think more people was, because it's a horror convention.
Yeah.
More people was interested in going there than there was mine.
Yeah.
So not that I am not Jeff Waldridge.
Yeah.
Waldridge.
That's
Not
a good
that-
guy. We've actually had him in here.
Yeah. Not that I am not appreciative of Jeff Waldridge. Oh, Hardway, yeah, Hardway.
Yep.
I'm in that. But maybe now, if I was to have a table, maybe more people would be into it.
Yep.
But back then, because now conventions also bring in a lot of wrestlers.
They do.
They wasn't bringing in a lot of wrestlers back then.
Right.
And me not having any TV notoriety, I mean, I had 2001 Maniacs, but nobody really knew, that I had anything to do with that. But I think if I had a table now, I want to do a thing, and I think Herb Simmons in St. Louis is going to let me do this for his Fan Fest.
Nice.
I have so many stories about so many people. I want to write them out on a dry erase board and then have people pick a number. That way I don't have to choose a story. Whoever picks a number will be able to say, hey, I want this story, because, shit, I got stories for days, guys. So.
And that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, it gives the people, it involves them more. Because they picked the story.
That's
I didn't
right.
pick the story, so hopefully that.
And that shows your smarts as well, because you're already thinking ahead on what you want to do. Because you don't have to pick the story, because now you got the fans getting involved and telling you what story they want to hear.
I'm the smartest dumbass you'll ever meet.
That's a good way of describing it. But these people need to be ready for this, because when this book does release, they're going to want to read this.
Hopefully.
And they can still read the first book, because it's on Amazon, and it's personally with John Cosper.
Visit deadpark.com.
That's right. Who is also part of Grindhouse Pro Wrestling. He just wrote a book called We Are Grindhouse. That's right now circulating. Go out there and get you a copy. Get yourself a Mad Man Pondo copy. And then when that book finally drops that Pondo is releasing, go get that second copy, because you're going to want to see into Pondo's mind.
It's filled with so many pictures of me, and I just went to Evansville's HorrorCon, and I met Devin Sawa.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah,
which is Final Destination for people out there who don't know.
He was also in Casper.
And Idle Hands.
Yep.
And a very underrated movie called SLC Punk.
Yep.
Me too, man. A lot of people don't even know what that is.
I know.
Yeah, that's confusing.
I think that's one of those underrated ones. Matthew Lillard did such a good job in that. And if you think about the complicated things that Matthew Lillard was talking about, but he talks, he points and says them. So when Scream came out, I'm the one going, oh shit, it's the guy from SLC
Yeah,
Punk,
right.
Yep.
No, who's that guy? It's like, oh, you don't know Matthew Lillard?
Yeah. And he also had the best line in Scream, "You hit me with the phone, dick."
Yes, he did.
That's great. That's fucking great. If only I knew that wasn't written in a script, that Matthew Lillard came up with that. What a fucking genius that was.
Yes, it was.
I met Nancy Loomis, who played Annie in the first Halloween. I met Samantha, her last name, Vicky from Terrifier.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what her last name was.
SC some shit. And I met Richard Brake, who was he's the fourth reject now.
Yeah.
And he was in 31, but I met him because he was the Night King in Game of Thrones. I love me some Game of Thrones. I don't know if you guys do or not.
I do too.
Not so much that second shit that they came out with, but that Game of Thrones. I love that shit. And then March for Horror Hound. I don't know who else is going to be there, but Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid.
Hell yeah.
I was a big Karate Kid fan back in the day, so I'm going to go meet Ralph Macchio.
I love this new season of Cobra Kai.
I didn't watch one season of that yet because I'm a big binge guy.
Yeah.
And when I fly overseas, like I flew to Japan, I watched Wednesday season 2.
Yeah.
Flew from Japan to Australia. I watched Squid Game season 3. You know, that's what I like to do. I like to save them series for them long flights. That way I've always got something I want to watch. And my next one I want to watch, and you guys can tell me if this is good or not, is Alien Earth.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
You seen
I've
it?
not seen it yet.
Oh, no. But I'm a big Alien Predator guy. Shit, I got Predator underwear on right now.
I like Predator and Alien as well. But I will say Cobra Kai is worth the watch.
Yeah.
A little backstory for Cobra Kai. It started as a YouTube series.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the first 2 seasons, it was under YouTube. Then Netflix took it over, and they got new writers and everything. So if you see that, you know, that little change in that dynamic of the show, that's why.
But was Johnny in
Yep.
the first?
Yeah.
Really?
Johnny is in all seasons,
Oh, wow.
along with Ralph.
So that was made for YouTube with him in it.
Yep.
Wow, I had no clue.
And it has a whole new dynamic from the Karate Kid, but it keeps the spirit of the Karate Kid. But it's showing
They bring
you
back-
Johnny's
They
perspective.
bring back all the old cast members from the movies.
The only other thing I knew that did that was Hobo with a Shotgun.
Yep.
They made a fake trailer for YouTube, but it got so popular that they made a movie out of it.
Yes,
and
they
then,
did.
Eli Roth and all them guys and in between Planet Terror and what was that called? Oh, that was called Grindhouse, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They made Machete,
Yep.
and Eli Roth said if Machete did good, that he would make Thanksgiving, which Machete didn't do that good, so he didn't make Thanksgiving
Yeah.
for a long time, but he made Thanksgiving now. But the one that I would want to see, do you guys remember the trailer for Don't?
Yep.
No.
Oh, you don't
I
remember?
remember it.
They kept saying, I know you want to knock on that door, but don't. I know you want to go in the basement, but don't. And then it kept going, don't. You don't remember that one?
No, I work 2 jobs. I'm a single
I hear ya.
father.
But I would
got
like
time
to
for
see
kids.
that. I would like
Yeah,
to see
definitely.
that. Not Simon Pegg, but what's the other guy's name?
Simon
Frost.
Cowell?
Yes.
Frost.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nick
Frost.
Frost. And Don't has one little flashlight scene, but he's like in a baby diaper.
Yeah.
So, yeah. People don't realize that's him, but
I know, right?
I pinpoint it.
Headlocks Hills and Havoc said that their favorite line from Scream that Matthew says is, "My mom and dad are going to be so mad
You're
at
gonna
me."
be so mad at me. Yeah. I'll be right back.
And-
I'm telling you, Matthew Lillard, man, so I'm not I don't go to a lot of kids movies, but
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo, he did Shaggy great.
Yes, he did.
You know what? I'm not a fan of the Scooby-Doo movies, but goddamn if he wasn't spot on.
It's spot on.
He was spot on.
The only one I know who did a kid movie and was spot on was Jim Carrey as the Grinch.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my God, he did such a good job.
That was
with
an amazing movie.
He did such a good job at that the guys who imitate the Grinch at Universal now imitate Jim Carrey's
Yes.
Grinch.
Hell yeah, they do.
That's what I like.
And that was the thing about Lyrics that Quentin Tarantino got so mad that he's like, he can't act. But here's the thing. Out of all of Quentin Tarantino's movies, you made all their names, but has any of the characters been as memorable as something that Matthew Lillard has done?
Right.
Because you can remember anything Matthew Lillard has said or
13
done.
Ghosts. He was so good in 13.
Yes, he
Actors?
was.
Yeah.
SLC Punk.
To me, SLC Punk was one of those movies that was before its time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you watch SLC Punk today, it is a movie that you can relate to today. But so when do you think that came out?
96, 7?
90,
I think.
way before its time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Headlocks Hill said that I laughed my ass off at him in Screen 7. Well, here's the thing, though, my boy. I wish that it was him. They brought him back just being AI.
SLC Punk release
I think that it came out, around...
1999.
99,
Yep.
okay.
That was a little bit after Scream then. But that just shows how good he was because...
No, that was before Scream, right?
No, Scream came out in 1996.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was as far back as genre-defining
No, it did not.
series.
No, Scream did not come out in 96. I saw Scream in theaters as a freshman. That was 99, 2000.
Oh, it came out
Scream released
96.
No way.
Yeah.
96.
There's no what?
Yeah. You're wrong, Big Beard. It was 96.
I'm wrong too.
Can I remember? See?
Yeah.
All right, see, I'm not from
I
this
was there,
timeline,
brother.
So I'm not from this timeline, so in my timeline, it didn't come out till 99.
I hear you.
Which is weird because if it came out in 99, Wes Craven had been sitting on the gym for so long that he waited and waited. And movies were just copying his stuff before he even got to make it. Because if you think about when Scream came out, a lot of movies tried to copy that whole meta commentary that he was trying to do. Because Scream was all about making fun of the tropes of the horror genre. And that was his way of saying, relax, guys, it's not that serious. And it was funny, but also at the same time, such a great storyline because you got Billy Loomis, who's so great at his job, and then you got Stu. Stu is almost like the guy that's easy to manipulate, the guy that will be like, my mom and dad's going to be mad at me,
Right.
but he's going along with what he's doing. But you also know that Stu is willing to kill his ex.
But you got Jamie Kennedy explaining what to do and what
That's
not
right.
to do in horror movies.
And I thought that was great because in the second movie, they had to kill him because he was the guy that was so smart that he'd be explaining things. So they had to take him out and it catches you off guard because you didn't think that would happen. That was such a fucking fantastic movie as well. Like, I think people need to watch Scream 1 and 2 because watching that back, it holds up to this day. That's just how good it is.
So, since I got you guys here, I get this argument a lot
Yeah.
because I'm like a horror movie fucking guru.
Yeah.
So, you guys would agree that the top 4 icons is Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, and Michael Myers, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
So, people, I've gotten Scream, Ghostface as number 5. I don't agree with that because it's never been the same killer.
Exactly.
I put Chucky maybe 5.
Okay, Chucky, yes. Let me tell you. So Chucky, when you see the big icons,
Yeah.
and then you got the little dummy Chucky.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
he's not 4. That's
So-
why he's not the top 4.
So, and then I've gotten Pinhead.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
if Pinhead would have been 1 and 2, I'd say yes, he'd be number 5.
Yeah.
But then 3, 4,
Yeah.
Inferno came out and he was only in it 15 minutes, you know.
Yep.
So to me, that ruined it for Pinhead.
Yeah.
I get Candyman, who's only done 4 movies.
Yeah.
And now there's a 5th one that Tony Todd was only in
Yeah.
at the very end.
Yeah.
To me, and this is what I'm asking you guys, I think number 5 has now become Art the Clown.
I do too.
Because I go to Spirit Hollywood, Spirit Halloween, whatever
Yeah.
they're called, and there's all types of Terrifier shit. Costumes.
I don't disagree with you,
Uh-huh.
but I think time will have to tell that one.
I think he's there, man.
I do too because
I really do think
both
he's
Terrifier
there.
movies.
Well, I mean, okay, but I still think Art the Clown is still too new of a character.
You think so?
It's still too new.
But he has taken over the
Well,
horror
but
world. Like,
everybody always clamors to the new thing.
yeah.
Everybody always clamors to the new
Yeah.
thing. And it's time, once the dust settles, does he stay there or do people move on? That's
Well,
what
no,
I'm saying.
after this next movie, that's supposed to be
I
the
think
last.
it's
I
another
thought-
15, 20 years before we can
I got
really
him
answer
as
that.
number 5, though.
I
think
do
he's
too.
Number 5. I've been to Halloween Horror Nights 4 years in a row. I missed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. I went to the Jason house, the Michael Myers house. There was no Freddy house.
Yeah.
But the Terrifier house this last year, I almost said this year. I keep doing that.
Yeah.
The Terrifier house last year had a 2.5 hour wait.
Wow.
Okay, not the Michael Myers house, not the Leatherface house, not the Exorcist house, not the Black Phone, none of that.
Yeah.
But that Terrifier house, there was and you can go to horror conventions. So many people are dressed like Art the Clown and the Pale Girl.
That's right.
I think Art the Clown's number 5.
I do too, because if you think about it, before the Terrifier movies, he was designing short films. There was a All Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve. Yeah.
At that time, they had a different actor playing them.
Yeah, Michael.
But he still had the core character of who Art the Clown is. The new guy that's playing Art took him to a whole nother level.
David Howard Thornton. What a
That's
nice
right.
guy. What a nice guy, man.
And for me, Chucky maybe inside the fifth talk. Yeah, he's good, but
Chucky's in there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's in there.
But
I feel like Art the Clown is taking that spot because he's such a great creative killer.
I think Pinhead would be before Chucky though.
Yeah, because Pinhead is creative as well.
You don't think so?
Like you said, with 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah. Pretty bad.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
You know what? I like
Spawn of
Bloodlines.
Chuck. Like, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. Spawn of Chucky and the new television series. Like, don't get me wrong. That's all garbage too.
Yeah.
For Hellraiser, number 3 was such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But so that made people look at number 4 like it was going to be a piece of shit. But and of course they were in space and all that thing. But number 4 Bloodlines told the story of the box.
Yes.
Yep.
So I was sold on it. So 1, 2, fuck 3, go straight to 4.
Yep.
If you ask me. And at 5 on, don't even fucking
Yep.
bother.
Don't even borrow from because at that time it feels like they didn't even give a shit on making these movies feel like you knew them.
Yeah.
Because as soon as 4 is done, now you got 5 through 6. There's even one where Pinhead's not even there. It's just a virtual
it's
reality
5.
simulation. And
Oh, no. That's a heater.
yeah.
Let's see. Inferno was 5.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
And at that point, you're like, what was the point of making the movie
Exactly. Well,
if you
5.
just...
Why put Pinhead in
Exactly.
there if you're only going to have him in there
Exactly.
for 5 minutes at the end? It's like Shin Godzilla.
Exactly. And then you have to
Watch
go...
Shin Godzilla waiting on a great Godzilla movie.
Exactly.
He's in that fucking thing less than
Exactly.
than Pinhead and Inferno.
And Hells and Havocs, actually, Jason was the killer. It's just that 5 decided that they wanted to try a new killer, which would have been Roy Burns. But fans didn't take to it like they
Not
did
at all.
Jason.
Neither did I. Oh
Me
my God.
either.
I was one of them guys waiting in line, one of them kids waiting in line for Halloween 3. And then when I got in there. Now, this is what I tell everybody.
Yeah.
Season of the Witch is a great film.
Yeah.
Halloween 3 is not.
Right.
Yep.
Okay?
Right.
Does that make sense?
It
to you?
does. because-
because Season of the Witch should have been Halloween 2.
You damn right.
And the thing is that if they want to do an anthology series, they
Tell
didn't have
people.
to. Yeah, they shouldn't have.
They didn't tell anybody.
Exactly. And they shouldn't have marketed it like it was another Halloween film.
I went to that theater. So this was back in the day. I lived in Florida, Illinois, like I'd already said, population 5,000. Our theater had one movie in it.
Yeah.
Okay? I had to go to Evansville, Indiana, that had, all types of movie theaters. That's where me and a bunch of friends would go to watch opening release of movies. And we didn't get to go to the 7 o'clock Halloween 3 because it sold out. So we had to waste time doing shit.
Yep.
Got to Halloween 3, 9:45 or whatever it was. All excited, waiting on Michael Myers. And then we get Colonel, whatever his name was.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And don't get me wrong, like I said, and I tell this to people and they say they don't make sense, but if you're a true horror fan, you know what I'm talking about. Season of the Witch is a great movie.
It is.
Halloween 3 is not.
That's right.
And hey, Locks, I get what you're saying about Jason's mom was the first killer in the Friday the 13th series. However, she was only the beginning of Jason's legacy.
That's right.
Because then part 2 is where he really took off. And then you finally get to part 6 where Jason becomes the undead Jason. And has one of the best villains, heroes there, Tommy Jarvis.
I wish 9 was never made.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't even know what they was thinking
Yeah.
of that going in and out of people's bodies. I'm like, what
I've been thinking that too.
What the hell is this?
Not to mention that, but he was
people hate
talking.
People hate on him going to space. Go back and watch 9.
Exactly, because 9 decided, not only can he take people's bodies over now he can do sexual shit to them, and also he can talk.
Get the fuck out of here with this.
That's why, to me, I feel like part 1 through 8, and then 10, and then Freddy vs. Jason, that's the movies that you should be watching. Because 9 is not a Friday the 13th film. It uses the Friday the 13th name,
That's right.
but their Jason does not match up the cartoonity
Not at all,
of the character. And it's just not worth watching either. Guys, it's been a fun show. Can you believe we've come up to the 2-hour mark?
I ain't got shit to do if you guys ain't got shit to do.
That's right.
No more questions?
We got... Heck, yo. Haylock said, did you know that Season of the Witch is actually a prequel? It was explained.
A prequel to what? Ask them to
Well,
what?
To what?
okay, so
Haylocks?
my understanding was the original idea for the Halloween movies was just fucked up shit that happened on Halloween.
Anthropology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then they make the first one. It's got Michael Myers, this kid who's pure evil, whatever.
Yep.
Michael Myers became such an icon.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we gotta just keep on going with this.
Yeah.
And then someone said, hey, remember this original idea we had? we still gotta do that, right?
Meanwhile,
So.
the people that were expecting the film to continue after Halloween 2, they were in for a big surprise because of tonal
I'm
shift.
one of them guys. I'm one of them kids.
I was too, because to go from Halloween 1 and 2, where you got Michael Myers, and now you got this whole different thematicness, because no longer does it feel like a Halloween. It feels like it's shifted to a witchery
Yeah.
instead of the actual movie itself. You're thinking to yourself, well, what kind of movie is this? You're watching it, you're thinking, well, this movie is good, but it's not exactly a Halloween.
And how confusing is it that there's a commercial for Halloween 2 or Halloween 1 on a TV
Oh, yeah, that's
during
right.
Halloween 3?
That's right.
Yeah.
Forgot about that
I'll
scene.
never forget sitting in the theater like, what the fuck is going on here?
Exactly. And you it's just like how Friday 13th Part 5 was when it introduced Roy Burns. You thought that you were seeing all. You thought that sequel was happening. You got Tommy Jarvis out of hospital bed. He's having nightmares about Jason coming to get him. And then they spend the whole movie trying to make you think that Jason's around. But, as soon as you see the blue triangles on the mask, that it's not Jason.
I won't disclose his name, but a friend of mine got a Jason tattoo, and he's like,
Yeah.
check it out, Pondo. He's like, I got the triangles blue because I didn't want to be like everybody else. I said, you got Roy on your arm right now, right? He's like, who's Roy? I said, Part 5, Roy. He goes, no, I just didn't want it to be like everybody else's. I'm like, you're right. Nobody else is getting a fucking Roy tattoo.
Everybody else is
Exactly.
getting the Kane Otter.
That's right.
Because of what the guy understands, that Roy Burns was their attempt at trying to now create a new killer. But if they're going for that, why was he doing Jason's mannerisms? Why was he acting like Jason?
At Scarefest, I mean, are we good? Can we
Yeah.
keep going? So at Scarefest, I waited in Kane Hodder's line. And I'm telling you, it was a long-ass fucking line. And when I finally got up to the table, he kind of glances up a second, and he says, "You want a picture?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Which one you want?" And I looked for a second, and I said, "I'll take this one." And he goes, "Pondo, right?"
No shit.
Dude, I almost ran to the bathroom and jacked off right there. I was like, yes. I'm like, how did you know that? And he pulls the sleeves up, and he's got Hatchet Man wrist
Nice.
sweatband, the wristbands on. He goes, "I'm a juggalo, man. I know who the fuck you are." Gave me my picture for free and everything.
Nice.
I mean, I will. That's one of them moments, man. I was like, hell yeah.
To
I
me,
didn't know
he's
that about Kane. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
to me, Kane Hodder is one of the definitive Jasons.
He
Besides
He is
CJ.
He is
No, that's
Jason.
Jason.
Yeah.
Because he gave Jason something that the other Jasons didn't give. Well, CJ Graham started in part 6. Kane took that and he gave it a new identity.
Well, you went to Scarefest this
Yeah.
last one, right?
Yeah.
I haven't been yet.
Mike DeLunsa?
Yeah.
Anyway, when I got to his table, I walked over, when I finally got up there, I said, "I just want you to know, you are what started Jason Voorhees." And he's kind of looking at me, and I said, "You were the start of the hockey mask. You was Jason in part 3. That's where the hockey mask came from."
That's right.
Ari Lehman pulled her down in the canoe.
Yep.
Part 2, Baghead.
Yep.
Part 3,
Hockey mask.
Yep. And he got it and he got it
that's the
because
iconic look.
hockey mask.
and he
all
got the
way
mask
through.
because of a character that was inside that movie that liked to scare people with masks.
Yeah,
and
the
Jason-
comedian kid. Yeah.
Yep, and Jason ended up taking that mask from him, and that became his signature look after that.
That's right.
And that was a pretty badass look to go with.
Hell yeah.
Did you ever see that show, Hollister?
Hollister.
It had, I forget the actors in it. They did that movie, Frozen,
Oh, I love Frozen.
where they're stuck on that lift.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was those guys. They did I think 2 seasons of a show with Odorous from Guar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's got Kane Hodder does a special appearance, Tony Todd, all those guys.
And Tony Todd was one of those special kinds of characters, too.
Oh, hell yes! Dave Brocky took the tattoo gun and put his name in my leg. And then I got this tattoo done later, but he put his name in my leg. Now, can you see the O?
Yeah.
That is Dave Brocky's very first tattoo that he ever gave. He got
Holy
ready. He
shit.
got ready to fix the O, and I said, "No, that's your first tattoo. Leave it just like that."
That's fucking crazy.
That's right.
So that is Odorous Urungus's
His first
autograph.
R.I.P. to him.
And then I also have. I'm trying to show your. I got the Tall Man
Oh, nice.
with Angus Scrim signed my leg.
Wow.
But yeah,
That's badass.
That Odorous tattoo. That was his only tattoo he ever gave.
R.I.P. to him.
And what a humble guy he was.
Yes, he
Did you ever
was.
meet him?
No, never.
Not yet.
Nuts, man.
He
I wish I
he
had.
was so down to earth. So they did a tour in Japan, and he knew that I'd been over there wrestling a
Yeah.
lot. And I get a text from him. He said, "Pondo, we're killing it over here." And I'm like, "That's great." And he writes me back, and he goes, "You'd be so proud of us." And I'm like, "Dave, you're Guar. I'm already fucking proud of you." But, you know, that's the way he thought. He was so down to earth and so cool. I want Pondo to be proud of me in Japan. I'm already fucking proud of you.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he was such a
That's
good
what I'm
dude.
talking about. Well, Haylox wanted to say this to you. He said,
right.
yes, it was originally an anthology. Seeing of which came out, it bombed so bad that they wanted to erase it from the timeline.
remember
But instead
that.
of erasing it, it would explain that it's actually a prequel because the witchcraft that they were using in the chips is what actually caused Michael Myers to go crazy. He had the original pumpkin mask from Silver Shamrock. When he got it, it was a test chip that only drove him crazy and gave him supernatural powers. It didn't turn his head to snakes and crap. That was the explanation I read from, I think it was John Carter's wife. But here's the thing. Halloween 4 and 5.
Yes.
They gave a different explanation. The Curse of Thorns is on his arm. This is what was causing him to go mad like he did, and why Loomis was saying that he was a child devoid of emotion and everything. Yeah. That was the explanation that 4 through 6 was given.
And like you said, they show a clip from 1.
Yes.
So if 3 is a prequel to 1, how can 1 exist?
Exactly.
And I don't know if you guys saw the extra footage of Halloween 6.
No.
Thank God they didn't go with this, but there was some certain stones that Michael Myers could not. You can look it up on YouTube. Halloween 6 deleted scene.
Yeah.
There was some like stones that Michael Myers couldn't pass by. It was going to be the dumbest shit ever. Thank God that they.
I'm glad they scrapped that.
Yeah.
Just a magical barrier.
Yeah, some because of the thing on his arm,
yeah.
and they was putting these stones out. It was dumb as shit. But that was the first time I think I ever saw Paul Rudd.
Yeah. That was the very first movie that actually featured Paul Rudd.
Really? Is that it?
Yep. That was his big debut, Halloween 6. That's where they start getting really into the Curse of Thorns deal and giving an explanation for why Michael was like he was. And then they decided H2O to just ignore the Curse of Thorns thing. But they still had Jamie as the sister.
Yeah.
And that they did some weird stuff, I'll tell you what.
But
because
I enjoyed that. I
did
that
too, because
she went back and tried to kill him.
Because that's better than what we got with Halloween, which is the new trilogy where they build up Michael to be this supernatural like being.
Yeah.
But then for the third and final movie, Michael's now just an old broken man.
Wow. What number was H2O?
That was 7.
That was 7.
Yep.
Yeah. That's when you realize that Michael Myers has a problem beating rap stars.
Yeah, because
Busta
apparently
Rhymes beat his ass.
Yeah, with the Kung
LL
Fu.
Cool J couldn't beat him.
it was funny because they kill off Lori by having him stab her. She kisses his mask. And then he just goes back to his old home and he's living there for a while, not killing no more. And then he starts up killing because a bunch of people decided to come to his house. I guess, really, he wasn't a killer at that time. He was just defending his home.
Well, I guess you can look at it that way.
And then 2018 to Halloween ends, it's like they didn't know what they want Michaels to be. First movie, they want him to be supernatural, an old man that's angry, doesn't know who Laurie Strode is, by the way. He's only comes after her because he's a killing machine. And he just crossed paths with her again.
Daniel Harris was just on Facebook not too long ago talking about getting with Mohammed, whatever his name is, son.
Yeah.
Mohammed is now dead, and now his son owns the rights to some kind of Halloween something. And she was saying, and she's right, I think she's right, if they made a new movie of, what was Daniel Harris's name?
It was Jamie instead.
Jamie Strode, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you put Jamie Strode versus Michael Myers, I think people would go see that.
I do too.
More than this babysitter that I don't know what the hell that shit was.
Exactly.
I loved Halloween. Then I loved Halloween Kills when he went out there and killed all them firemen.
Yep.
And then this babysitter. What the fuck was this?
Yeah.
What do you think of the Rob Zombie remakes?
One, I liked the first one that he did because they told more of the story of Michael Myers.
Yes.
2, total dog shit. Not total dog shit. All the hospital stuff was cool, but then that was just a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then it went. And here's the thing.
And 2 had him eating dogs and walking around unmasked the whole time.
If I had a wife, I would want to keep her happy. I say that, but I've been divorced 3 times, so I'm lying. But Rob Zombie believes in happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why his wife is in every fucking thing he does. But Halloween 2 did not need a spirit mom.
You're right.
Yes.
Give her any other. I mean, talk about her dying before she died in the first Rob Zombie movie, and give her that part. Don't make her a major player in being. I'll tell you, House of the Thousand Corpse,
Yeah.
and Devil's Rejects, and even 3 from Hell. Sherry Moon Zombie does a great baby.
Yep.
She is great as that character.
She is.
Putting her versus in 31, she's going after all these killers, or oh my God, Lords of Salem was such a piece of shit.
It was.
It had promise to begin with, and then you got all these preachers jacking off dildos with some ugly midget running around. What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
He loves his wife. She's beautiful.
Yep.
Shows her ass in every.
She does.
Thank you, Sherry.
Not hers.
And she did show her.
It's not really her ass.
It's not her ass.
Oh. Even in Super Beasto,
Hey, we at least got to have cartoon nudity.
Yeah, right.
She's a character in that.
Yep.
She was a terrible Lily Munster,
She was.
Yes.
but the other guy had Herman's laugh down.
Yes, he did.
I mean, great. The other guy who played Grandpa, I think they could have got somebody better.
Yeah, they could have.
But Rob Zombie has his core actors that he likes to use.
Yeah.
So that's who he uses.
Yeah.
But
I would like to see Danny DeVito as Grandpa.
you think so?
Maybe,
Danny DeVito?
Maybe.
I really don't know who I would have cast
Yeah.
as Grandpa, but 100 other motherfuckers could have been Herman.
Yeah, they could have.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
To me.
I didn't like the script of that.
Me neither.
I didn't either.
There's a new He-Man movie coming out.
I
Yep.
saw a trailer. I'm kind of excited for
Really?
it. I'm
I just wanted a He-Man episode.
Yeah.
I wanted He-Man versus Skeletor, not a college kid who has to go find a sword and then get thrown back into, I'm so tired of this multiverse
yes.
bullshit.
I am
Even
tired of
Terrifier 3 has a multiverse some shit
Yep.
at the end of it. I mean,
No, I'm with
stop
you
with
on
the
that.
multiverse.
And apparently
you on
we're going to
that.
get some backstory on who Art Clown is. That's what his director has
I'm
said.
gonna go. I know I'm gonna go.
I
but
will too.
At the end of part 3, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
You know?
because now we're going to hell.
yeah,
Because at the end of Terrifier 3, now the girl's been taken to hell with Art the Clown. And apparently we're going to be going there now.
I ain't gonna lie. I liked Hellraiser 2 better than I did the original Hellraiser
I did too.
Yes.
because they went to hell and the doctor
And we got to
all
see
this
the
shit.
engineer itself,
Exactly.
which
But-
is someone that's big inside the books.
But can Art the Clown pull that off, going to hell, and we're following him around hell?
I don't know.
I don't
It
know.
all depends on how they can pull it off.
Exactly.
If it's new and exciting, or is it just rehashed?
I don't know.
Exactly. And then,
I'm gonna go. I know I'm gonna go, but I mean,
yeah, just see how they tell the story of who Art the Clown is, the whole ideal.
exactly.
The worst thing is that it could end up being shit, and you're gonna hate it, or it ends up making so much sense that you're like, okay, I can fuck with this.
I'll watch Suanna do anything.
That's right.
I think she is one of the hottest actresses out there right
Yes, she is. I've been thinking that.
I liked her in the warrior outfit
Yep.
better than I did in part 3 though. I mean,
That's
I
right,
thought
'cause-
she looked hot as fuck. in that
Exactly.
warrior
You can't go wrong with that warrior outfit.
Right.
When watching Terrifier 2 and seeing her dressed like that,
Yeah.
the final act is her dressed in that whole costume. They built up the whole costume.
Right.
That when you see it finally in live, you're like, oh fuck this. She's fucking hot as hell. It was so great. And then in the third movie, it's all right. It's not bad.
She's just in plain clothes.
Yep,
I mean,
just stays inside plain clothes. Doesn't actually fight Art the Clown like the badass that she was in the second film. And also, it gets up the other girl getting taken to hell, and now she's got to go after him. Yeah. It's just that one thing.
And
but
part 3, I always wondered what happened to the pale girl.
That's what I was thinking too.
You know,
because the whole thing.
I kind of like that.
Because if you think about it, the pale girl is Art's friend, but they replaced her with that Vicky girl whose face is all torn up and mangled.
Because Vicky even had her dress on there
yep.
for a minute.
So they basically replaced her. I think what they should have done was keep the original pale girl. And if they want to incorporate the whole Vicky thing, just have that be a shape-shifted moment.
Right.
And then just keep with the pale girl because she was at least a whole lot more bare when she was silent. But they had Vicky, the new pale girl, talking all the time. Yeah. It just didn't work.
You guys know there's a video game now.
Yep.
Artcade.
It's a fucking great one.
I didn't hear this.
It's like Double Dragon, but it's
okay.
No, it's more like the Simpson game.
Yeah.
I think. But you can be Art, you can be the pale girl, you can be Vicky, or you can be Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
I don't know why Chris Jericho. I mean, he got killed, right?
Yes, he did.
But I really want to play that.
Hey, it's pretty good because they got the blood, they got the weapons. You can bludgeon and mangle your enemy anytime you want in that game.
Oh, have you played it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I want to play it.
It's fucking badass, trust
here
me.
Somewhere?
What?
Is that here somehow?
It's not here.
Oh, okay.
Now, if I had it here, I'd definitely let you play it. Because that's one of the best ones.
I don't think you have a choice. I'd be like, hey, scoot back.
I'd let you play it because, to me, that's a game done right because it's actually staying true to the source material. Now, it would have been shit if they just decided, oh, Art can't be too violent. He can't be having all this bludgeoning. And they just put gummy bears and toys and all this stuff that don't make sense to Art the Clown. However, the game actually stays true to the source material. So when you're hitting a motherfucker with Art's weapons, blood's going to be spewing. Right. You can cut off a man's hand. You can kill your enemies. It may be a beat-up style, but it's still a gore fest, no matter what.
What about the Hellraiser game? Have you played that?
Not yet. It's going to be coming out this year,
it's
though.
Not out yet.
Also, the Halloween games hadn't, but to me, I feel like it's just a reskin of the Jason Voorhees game.
Okay, let me tell you about that Jason Voorhees game. I bought Friday the 13th, the video game.
Yeah.
And couldn't wait to get home to play it. Got home. It took like 45 minutes for some kind of update or some shit like that.
Can't just pop in the disc and play the
Can't
game
play
anymore.
it's not a Pac-Man game.
Right.
So once it downloaded, I had to. It was an online thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't play by myself.
Yeah.
I had to play with America.
Yeah.
Who was already way better than I was at this game, and I couldn't get shit done. Did you guys run into that? Or
Yeah. I don't play online games for that reason.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Exactly.
I don't have enough time to be as good as all you guys who just sit down and play all day.
Right. I just want to play a game.
Right.
And
exactly.
Then, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, same fucking way.
Evil Dead, same thing.
Same fucking way.
That's what pissed me off because I want a fucking horror game that is single player and put you inside of a good experience. Like they have the means to do it. All they gotta do is make a good single player Jason Voorhees game where either you're the one that's being chased by Jason and you gotta outthink him, or you get to play as Jason.
Well, what is Hellraiser? Is it online or?
I think that it's gonna be having single player.
Cool.
And from what I've seen of the trailers, it is staying true to the source material, and it looks damn good. And I can't wait to actually play it. Because it does not look like a Jason Voorhees game. It does not look like it's going to be multiplayer. It looks like it's actually a single-player experience.
This is what I want video game people out there to realize. It took me a while to figure out how Donkey Kong can go this way and not get hit by a barrel.
Yeah.
Right.
So it takes me a minute. But if all these motherfuckers out there that's already playing the game already knows where I'm hiding and all this shit, I just had a terrible time with Friday the 13th.
Yeah, because it ruins their experience if they already fucking know where you're at.
If you don't, those type of games, if you don't get them day one and
Start playing
and just contribute all your time to it, and then you're just left in the dust.
You end up getting that experience where the people that have played it a long time, they already know where you're at. Right. So your experience gets dampened, not just because they're finding you, but also they're slinging insults at you, and you're just saying, dude, I just want to fucking play the game and enjoy it. And that's why I wanted single player for fucking Jason's game. When they first announced it, I thought that it was going to be single player.
Yeah.
And then when they did add the single player, it was not fun because they did not make it better than what the multiplayer was.
They added a single player?
They did.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Here's the thing. You may play single player, but it's still going to be just like the multiplayer. It ain't going to be a true single player experience.
I don't understand what you're saying.
What I'm saying is you want Jason to be chasing you.
Chase these people down.
That's right. But just like inside the multiplayer game, you got to do overcomplicated shit just to get to the victim.
But it's me doing it.
Yes.
I don't have to worry about Tom Jones
you
coming
don't.
up and... Well, that's what I would want, though.
Exactly, because that's better. Also, they give you the option of what Jason you want to play.
Yeah.
Because they got different skins. So you can do that single player mode. You just got to click that. It's better than the multiplayer that they got. Because you don't got to worry about some bullshit happening. Because you're playing as Jason.
Wait a minute. You mean the game that I have now
Yeah.
has a single player
It does. There's a single player mode that you can now do.
Oh, but do I have to buy it all the way, or?
You don't got to because it's already on there.
So it's updated. I updated.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
So you should be able to now put it on solo player, where it's just you against the CPU victims.
Oh, okay.
And you can hunt them to your leisure. You don't got to worry about some dickhead ruining your experience.
Well, it's better than the old one where you throw rocks.
Exactly.
No matter what, it's better than that one.
And also better than the old NES one. Because back then, Jason looked a little blue and a little light blue on the mask. And if you want to play as that one, you can play on the game as well. Because they decided, you know what? Let's give old school NES Jason some fun.
You guys remember Splatterhouse?
I do.
I love Splatterhouse.
God,
That's a classic.
Yeah.
They need to bring those games back. Manhunt.
You can find those games.
No, I mean remaster.
Remaster. They did. Maybe PlayStation 3.
Oh, okay.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they did. But the cool thing was once you got so far, they would give you Splatterhouse 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And there's some games where you can play them and they got their, like the Yakuza games. I play them all the time. They got the Sega catalog hidden throughout those games. So you can go to arcade and play Virtua Fighter however many times you want. You can go to the other games, that sequels, and they got Sega games that you've never played before already on the arcade machines that you can play. It's like a new game in one.
Have you guys know who Maxi Impaler is?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
I just went and watched Dolly. Have you heard about this?
No.
It's the first time hearing about it.
She's the main killer.
Oh wait, I think I saw like a thing, like a advertisement on Facebook for it.
The whole time, I thought it was a guy that they dressed up as a girl, and then when the credits hit, it said Maxi Impaler. I was like, holy shit. She did such a good job. So, if you like old... Let me give you the premise. So, two people go to the woods. Dolly's killing people. You know, I mean, it's 80s shit. But
Hell yeah.
I love 80s shit.
Oh, yeah.
So do I.
So, Dolly, if you get a chance, go see Dolly. It's got Maxi Impaler and it's got Stifler.
Okay.
It's
Sean William Scott.
Yeah, and who's the guy from? Oh fuck, he was really Mallrats. He was staring at the painting. He was fat, and now he's all buff.
Yes. I know exactly.
Anyway, it's
Ethan Suplee.
Yeah, it's got all three of them: Max, Ethan, and
Nice.
Stifler in it.
I'm going to have to give this a shot and check it out.
Yeah, I went to the early release on Tuesday. It doesn't come out. Oh, it came out today, actually. It came out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check this out then. Because that's a fucking great premise there to have the 80s horror aesthetic to it.
Well,
that's what I look for.
So I fell for that, though, because I went and I watched a trailer for Skidamarink.
Yeah.
And it was retro looking, and I thought, oh, this is going to be awesome. Worst piece of shit I ever saw.
And it ended up not having the 80s aesthetic that you thought that was going to have.
So, I'm pissed at myself. So, me and my buddy Terry Harper, we went to one theater, and it messed up. So they gave us free tickets to come back.
Yeah.
So we raced to another theater to watch this piece of shit.
Damn.
We got time, right?
Yeah.
What's your 3 worst horror movies? I can give you mine right off the fucking bat. You probably heard all 3 of mine.
Yeah.
Lords of Salem, number 3. Hereditary, number 2. Skidamarink, number 1.
Lords of Salem would be my number 3 because fucking movie went in there, made me think it was gonna be good because I read the premise.
Yep.
I thought that Sherry Moon's might be different this time.
It had promise in the beginning, and then it just goes to fucking art film horseshit.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th Part 5 because they want me to believe that is Jason, but they already gave it away that was not Jason because the mask is blue.
Right.
And then for my number 1, this one's a tough one for me because there's so many I've seen that did not live up to the expectation that they made me believe that they would.
To be a terrible movie for me, like I love trauma films.
Oh, I love trauma.
I do too.
Yes.
So I love that kind of shit, but
as long as you make fun of yourself. Trauma makes fun of itself, so it's acceptable.
So I hated Hereditary a lot, but what I learned about A24 films is they like to put clues during their movie. I didn't know that for Hereditary. People tell me, which I'm not going to do it, they say, watch Hereditary now that you know that and you'll see the clues. Fuck that. I didn't go see Police Academy to see clues of how people were.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay? So.
You don't need a film insulting your intelligence.
Right. But I was with a girl, and she wanted to go watch Midsummer, which is also A24.
Yeah.
Florence Pugh, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But by then, I knew A24 puts clues in their movies.
Yeah.
So for Midsummer, okay, all right, I see this clue. Okay, boom, the finish hits. I didn't mind Midsummer.
Yeah.
X. I didn't mind X. They put those little things all through there. I didn't like Pearl or Maxine, but I liked X. Art films. I can't stand art films.
Yeah.
And that's what A24 is. They are art
They love
film.
to put those clues in there, but
stupid.
At the worst point of fucking up the story and also pissing you off because you're sitting down there, you want to watch a really good film.
Now I'm gonna fuck you up. Do you know who's trying to purchase Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Who's that?
A24.
Oh,
God.
fuck.
Swear.
Fuck.
I think they might have already purchased it, and they're gonna make a Texas Chainsaw Massacre TV series out of it.
There goes Leatherface for you, folks. He's gone from a horror icon to now.
What's your 3, Big Beard? Did you say your last one? Did you say your last one?
Last one would have to be Hereditary as well.
Yeah, I'm with you.
3 and 2, you could throw whatever in there. Lords of Salem.
Yeah.
Fucking Nightmare on Elm or
Whoa.
no, not Friday the 13th, 9,
Nine.
Jason X, whatever. 2 and 3 can be any one of those movies, but number 1 is The Hangman's Curse.
The Hangman's Curse. You got me on that. I've never seen that.
Fucking god awful fucking movie. Oh wait, no, you know what number 2 is?
Who's in Hangman's Curse?
Nobody.
Oh.
It's a low budget,
Gotcha.
do nothing film. Number 2 is actually The Witch.
Yeah, I'm with you on The Witch.
Yeah, number 2.
And I get people arguing with me on The Witch. Oh, the cinematography.
The Witch was trash.
Did you not notice the lighting?
It's
and
a
the
horror
camera angle?
movie. It's
Right.
a fucking horror movie.
Right.
Why does it need cinematography?
Exactly.
A dark room. Yeah, I'm with you on The
Back
Witch.
in my day, horror movies needed titties, killing,
80s.
and you didn't really need too much of the plot because you already knew.
So when I got done filming 2001 Maniacs, Necro watched it.
Yeah.
And me and him are sitting in Japan. He goes, "Man, Pondo, you're so lucky you was in 2001 Maniacs." I said, "Necro, you was in The Wrestler. you was mentioned. Your name was mentioned by James Franco on the Oscars. Oh my God, what's the main actor's name?
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke has a dog named Necro. What are you talking about? You were happy that I was in 2001 Maniacs. He goes, "Well, your movie had drugs and titties." I'm like, all right.
Oh, wait.
Point taken.
Necro, there was titties inside your movie as well because Marissa Tomei does get her titties out.
Yeah, but I don't think he was there for that day of filming.
Oh, man. He might not have been. If he was, he probably would be like, "Yeah, I had the best titties in the house."
I got to watch The Milkmaids, 2001 Maniacs, which you put the thing. I got to watch her scene, but the rest of them wasn't having it. They're like, "Nah, yeah."
But hey, that happens in the movie business. But I have seen 2001 Maniacs. I love that movie.
For a first movie, I think I did a good fucking job. I think it's not that I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
But Roy Canarum and Pat Tenatello, rest in peace, Pat, they were filming the JCW shows. And I always had a horror movie t-shirt on. So I got along great with them guys. You know, just like you two, we talked fucking horror movies and shit. And finally they said, "Hey, we got a horror movie coming up. Do you want to get in it?" And without missing a beat, I said, "Fuck yeah."
Hell yeah.
So 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 7 months went by, nothing. And finally they said, "Okay, we got the movie. We need you in Atlanta at da-da-da day." And I'm like, "I'm there." And they're like, "They're going to feed you during filming. They'll give you $40 a day." Shit, I would have fed them and gave them $40 a day.
That's right.
So what they didn't tell me was Robert Englund is in this film. They didn't tell me that Travis Tritt was in this film.
Oh,
They
wow.
did not tell me that Eli Roth would be directing this film. They did not tell me that Lynn Shay was going to, all I knew was I'm in a horror movie.
Yep.
Didn't care about the pay, didn't care about the food. Horror movie.
That's right.
I wound up on the front cover right next to Robert Englund's left ear. I mean, what horror movie fan's dream could be fulfilled by showing up on the Blu-ray with Robert Englund, a prominent character. And then, so at Scarefest, I know I keep taking over your guys'
It's
show.
all right, brother. We love to
This
hear
is the
your
Pondo
stories.
hour, man. This
So-
is your show.
Like I said, when you come on here, this is treated like a 2-hour commercial.
So I went to Scarefest and went on a Sunday, and I'm just walking around, and all these people's coming over who knows who I am, and it's like, "Hey, we went to Robert Englund's line, and he said he wants to talk to you." And I said, "All right, cool." So I got done looking at all the merchandise, and then I went over to Robert Englund's line, down this wall, all the way out the building.
Of course.
And I'm like, I'm not waiting on that, you know. So I'm been going around Scarefest, and my buddy Joe Hopkins, who wrestles as Gator McAllister, he goes to those. He came over to me and he says, "Hey man, Robert England really wants to talk to you." And I said, "Yeah, Gator, I went to his line though, and I don't want to wait in that line." And Gator said, "No." Robert England said, "Get to where he can see you and he'll call you over." I said, "Oh, okay, you know." But Gator said he really wants to talk to you about something. I'm thinking, oh, another movie role, you know, anything. You know. But it didn't matter. Robert England wants to talk to me.
That's right.
So I get over to his line, and it's just as long as it was before. And I'm standing there, and finally Robert sees me. He says, "Oh, Pondo," and he calls me over. So I'm walking, and I walked straight through security, and they're like, hey, where are you going, you know? And I said, Robert England wants to talk to me. And he goes, "Robert England wants to talk to everybody. You're going to have to go wait in line, right?" Robert England got up out of his chair, walked underneath that rope, and grabbed them 2 security guards and said, "Hey, this is Mad Man Pondo. If he wants to talk to me, he can talk to me, right?"
That's
I
big
just
respect.
walked my fucking ass right there. So we get over to his table. My buddy Ryan Huff is with me. And we get over to his table, and he's like, "Pondo, I really wanted to ask you a question. Do you have a hookup in Hong Kong?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "Well, you need to get a hold of one of the movie posters for 2001 Maniacs in Hong Kong, because it looks like you're the main star." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "There's a color picture of you, and then there's a shadow picture of me and Peaches. But you are the main thing on the poster," which I've looked at previous, and I am. But he wanted to tell me that, you know, I look like the main star in 2001 Maniacs, which I can't find one on eBay. But I would love to. But if you ever get the chance, look at Hong Kong's 2001 Maniac DVD cover. I'm the fucking star.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that shows respect, too, because Robert England's basically telling you, hey, I know I was a star here, but in Hong Kong, you're the fucking star.
Dude, it was so unreal. Like, I was there for 3.5 weeks. And so I'm a thinker, remember?
Yep.
I'm a thinker. So I'm sitting, and the first day I didn't get to eat with them. But I sat back, and whoever got this tray sat on this side of the table. Whoever got the next tray sat on this side of the table. Two.
Yep.
So after that, I always made sure there was one person in between me and Robert England. So for weeks, I got to sit next to Robert England, hear his stories, hear him talk about movies. One thing I do. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Can you show that to the camera?
Let's see here if I get Johnny.
Yep, I can see it.
That's the Hong Kong poster right there. That's what Robert England wanted to ask me if I had a hookup in Hong Kong.
Yeah, man, if I'm just seeing this poster, I don't know nothing. Yeah, that's the main character right there.
That's right. And that's badass, too.
So anyway, I always made sure somebody was in between, and I got to sit there and just listen to him talk, and he barely talked about being Freddy Krueger. You know, he would talk about this and that, you know. And I even brought up The Adventures of Ford Fairlane.
Yeah.
He loved that. He's like, "Oh, my God, nobody ever wants to talk about The Adventures of Ford Fairlane." And he started going, smiley, you know. I was like, yeah, you know. And
I haven't thought about that movie in fucking
he told me stories about that. One story that he did tell me, and I had no clue, and I still wouldn't have any clue if he didn't tell me. They were going to make Michael Myers versus Pinhead.
Ooh.
But it was 2 different companies.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they couldn't figure out which one was going to do the job.
Exactly.
So they scratched the whole thing.
Yeah.
It reminds me of also the Freddy versus Jason versus Ash.
Yeah, that was supposed to happen too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if you remember, after 9, that was the best part of 9, when Freddy reached up and grabbed the
Yep.
mask.
Yeah.
That
And
took-
what was funny is that the one that was grabbing the mask was Kane Hodder's hand,
Yeah,
wearing that glove.
and that took forever. That
Yep.
took fucking years.
All the way after that movie into from 90 to 2003 for that to actually become a thing.
And I'm gonna tell you that I had my reserves. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna make this good, and they did. I thought it was a fucking good ass
I did
movie.
too. The reason why they didn't bring back Kane Hodder is because in their eyes they want to have someone that was physically imposing in height to Robert Englund, so that the visual will look great whenever they come up face to face during that one scene where Jason gets angry, throws the fire table, and now you got Freddy who's scared and he stands, and you can see the height difference in the two.
I don't agree with that. think
I don't
they
either.
should- I mean, so what? Peter Dinklage shouldn't have been fucking Toxic Avenger.
Exactly. Like,
You know, if I wasn't such a fan of the first Toxic
But,
Avenger, I might have really liked the new Toxic
Right.
Same.
Avenger.
Right.
But I went to Mansfield, Ohio, and I met Melvin,
yep.
Bozo, Slug, Wanda, and Julie.
And I love that first Toxic Avenger more than I do the remake.
Find that Hollister series.
Hollister.
Yeah. Or Holliston. The Kane Hodder episode, he talks about how he wasn't in Jason X and
Oh, really?
yeah, and
What is it, like a documentary then?
no, it's like a TV show, and like Odorous plays this guy's imaginary character, and so like they go to like scare like Comic Cons and scare whatever, and they meet Kane Hodder
Okay.
and like hang out with Kane Hodder for a while. And Kane Hodder's depressed because he wasn't in Jason X and he's supposed to be Jason and all that. You
I mean, he was in Jason X. He just
But
wasn't in
wasn't Jason.
Freddy vs. Jason.
It was Hollisted.
Hollister.
Or
Hollister.
Halstead.
Holliston. I gotta look it up real fast.
But that's what it was. The reason why they didn't bring him back for Freddy vs. Jason, because,
The height.
yeah, the height difference. But to me, you put Kane Hodder versus Robert Englund, you still going to see a big guy, because Kane Hodder still makes Freddy Krueger look like a small guy, and also Jason can overcome and make it look like he's even taller than Robert Englund.
I'll give you a spoiler alert. The final fight between Robert Englund and the kid in
Yep.
2001 Maniacs.
Yeah.
You see me with my sledgehammer, and you see Kane Hodder holding the girl.
Yeah.
We had no idea each other was in the movie.
Nice.
My scenes. Holliston. Okay, Holliston. My scenes were filmed in Atlanta,
Yeah.
Georgia, and his scenes were filmed in L.A.
Oh wow.
It looks like we're in the same place,
Yeah.
but we're not. So when I seen him again, I was like, "Hey, man, congratulations on being 2001 Maniacs." He's like, "Yeah, did you like it?" I said, "I'm in it." He's like, "You're in it?" He says, "What scene?" I said, "Same scene you're in, motherfucker."
That's big too, because you got to share the screen, not just with Robert Englund, but in a quasi way, you got to share the screen with with Kane Hodder.
Right.
That's two horror icons right there that you were in a movie scene with.
Damn right.
And
Not only that, so I didn't know how cool it would be, but I was sitting there. They had like this after party thing,
yeah,
and Lynn Shay was, I had a Nightmare on Elm Street T-shirt.
Yeah.
on. She's like, I was in that, right? And I'm like, yeah, you gave the hall pass to Nancy. And she goes, oh my God, I cannot believe you do that, right? And she said, what's my favorite part that you ever saw me do? And I went, and she knew. She was like, oh yeah, you would think, she said she'll be driving around and she'll look over and somebody will be like, she was great as that. Oh my God, did she not look like a disgusting landlord in that movie?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Man.
But that's the great thing about
And
it.
let me tell you something about this. I know the camera can't see it.
Yeah.
All right.
Ian got one long table and one short table. The handle from the legs are going to come up. See where my neck is?
Yep.
When Nate hits me, this rocks me a little bit because the handle came up and got my neck.
Yeah.
Watch. Pow.
Oh shit.
You wouldn't know that if I wasn't sitting here telling you that.
That's true.
But that one bar under there come right up in. Look, I'm laying there fucked up like right now.
Yep. You can tell.
But I wouldn't let you know it though.
I wouldn't have known it because
I get up and I walk away.
Sell the fuck out of
You
it.
damn right.
that's how you're supposed to do it in wrestling. Because if you're fucked up, you don't show the fans
But this is
at all.
like 20 years old, so I don't mind telling people now. But
That's right. Because back then, you didn't have to tell nobody. But if I was a fan just watching, I wouldn't have even noticed that you did get rocked like that.
I tell people now, and people's like, "Holy shit, I didn't even think about it like that."
Especially because you're watching it, but you're not paying attention to the table itself.
So what was the issue? The two tables were different lengths?
Yes, one is a long table, and the one that they put me up on. Oh, there's Mickey Knuckles right there.
Yep.
The other one that they put on was shorter than that one. I didn't think about it. Nobody thought about it.
Right.
Not even until after that went through my neck did anybody think about that. And I'm laying there, and there's Tito Tony.
Yep.
And Brent.
Corporal Robinson?
Brent, the referee, like right now, they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. Just let me get up on my own." They're wanting to pick me up, but see, I'm like, "Get off me. Let me get up
That's
by
right.
myself." But I will say that on this time, I did appreciate the help. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna let these fans know, so
Exactly.
I'll start tilting my head and letting them chant for me. But right now, guys, my neck is.
Yeah,
I can
because
imagine.
right now
See,
you're
I'm
like
pushing everybody back. I'm like, let me
you're
get
like
up.
you're like let me do this. I'm not letting these fans know that I'm hurt
Because
for
the
real.
minute I stand up, everybody in the crowd starts chanting my name.
That's
Oh,
right.
Oh, but I'm too slow.
And that's because you dealt with that going through your neck, but you're not showing it to the fans.
Damn right.
You're still doing exactly what you would do normally. Like nobody there knows that you actually are hurt or in pain tremendously because you're standing on your own. You're doing exactly as you would normally, and the fans are cheering your name.
That's Harbo right there, back there, rubbing his head. I
Yeah.
told him what happened. He's telling everybody else right now. And so everybody else is like, should Pondo be walking out on his own? I wasn't going to let them motherfuckers.
That's right.
No, he should not. Is
And-
he going to? You're damn right.
In professional wrestling, if you get hurt, don't show the fans. Just walk it off. You can,
Look how small Mickey Knuckles was back in the day.
yeah. She hardly looks like the Mickey Knuckles that we know today.
I think she was 17 at that time.
Wow.
Woo! And now she's a legend herself inside
She
deathmatch
is.
wrestling.
She is.
She's went to wars as well.
Just like that SpongeBob shirt.
And that's probably a couple years after the show had debuted in 1999. I was there when Macho Man cheated to win that tournament on the Nickelodeon Slime Awards when he got mad, walked up, grabbed the golf ball, walked
my
down
neck,
to the hole.
Watch my neck.
Oh, that's even worse on the replay.
Now you can't tell it because the table breaks right
Yeah.
there, but it jarred me pretty good coming.
It did. But
There'll be another scene of it here in a second.
you also walked it off like a champ.
You're damn right. I wasn't gonna let him help me.
Because in wrestling, if you don't,
Right here.
oh. But that's how wrestling goes. If you don't walk it off, then the whole illusion gets erased.
Here comes the slow-mo of that. Oh, not this one.
Here it comes.
I'm sure your viewers will... Okay. See it?
Oh,
right there, yeah.
shit.
Came right up through my neck.
Yeah, you gotta look for it, but yeah, damn.
But you still walked it off like a champ because you didn't let any of them take you out. I'm pretty sure that what they were saying behind you was, should we be letting them walk out? Should we just go up and grab them and walk them out of here?
I wasn't going to let nobody.
That's right, because you're a badass. You knew what happened, but you wasn't about to let the fans know because you're a professional. You knew how to do it.
Any more questions?
Well, the only question left is our Headlocks, Heels, and Havoc guy. And he's mentioning about Halloween Havoc. And don't forget that Jamie Lee in the original wasn't Michael Myers' sister. She was just a babysitter. That's the only thing that I've never liked about the Halloween series is the timeline and continuity is just so jacked up. I mean...
Say what? What did he say?
He said that he's never liked that the timeline in the Halloween series is jacked up. I mean, that's a continuity.
Because Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
She was a babysitter.
Yeah. Okay. But he also said that in the first one, she was just a babysitter as well.
Who was a babysitter?
Laurie Strode.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis.
James Kendrick said, what show was that? About the one where your neck got jacked up.
Sure. I don't know. It was me versus Nate Webb.
You can,
I think this is one of the Tournament of Deaths.
Yeah.
King of the Deaths. King of the Deaths, sorry.
And you were young here, too. Like, at this time, your name was starting to get out there. People inside the hardcore scene was starting to take notice of Mad Man Pondo. You were a bona fide badass when you walked it off. You may have been hurt, but those fans was going to know that. There was half of the guys that was there had you not told that guy what happened.
Right.
That's what I like about you is that you never know what Madman Pondo's going to do.
I always keep my mouth shut. I've got this sick little power that I can turn pain off.
wow.
That's right.
Unless I get like a paper cut or something on my hand.
And then the pain stuff.
Crazy, right?
Exactly.
Stub your
A
toe.
toothache.
Stub
Yeah.
your toe,
Something
you're
like
down
that.
for a week, right?
But everything else is fair game. As soon as you turn off that pain, you can take tremendous punishment to the body and never feel it until after the adrenaline wears off. But that's what I like when I go back and I watch your matches, is that you know that you're going to get something special out of Madman Pondo. I knew that when I was watching you and WX take it to the Creekwater Syndicate, 2023, December, XCF. You guys went all around the arena. You were taking Charles Colton over there to the wall, slamming his head into the wall, walking him all the way back around, stop sign to the head.
Right.
And this was right after they said we wasn't going to do no fucking deathmatch stuff.
Well, maybe I don't ask permission like I should.
Hey, but here's
I
the
get
thing.
forgiveness, but permission is a little different.
That's right. But here's the thing. These fans can see you take on Draven Lee Saturday night, March 7th at the Jeffersonville Arena. Get your asses on gear, because I'm telling you right now, this man and Draven Lee, you're about to see something special. 20 years in the making.
I'm not going to ask permission to take him around the room.
That's right. Hey, that's okay, because he does like to do some death matching.
I know.
So unlike Charles Colton, we're about to see something special.
I will do my best.
I can tell. And guys, if you're a promoter, reach out to Madman
Please.
Pondo. Because I'm telling you right now, you may not realize it, but this man right here has drawing power that you've never seen before and will never ever get again. You need this guy.
Madman Pondo at hotmail.com. Facebook is...
Hotmail still exists.
It does.
In this mind,
Hey,
shit, I'm 56.
I still got a Hotmail. Even though it's Outlook now,
Yeah.
mine's still known as The one you wish for at
I'm gonna have to go see if my
hotmail.com.
old one still works.
Kevin Canady, Canady. If you put Pondo after that, that's my Facebook. Or Mad Man Pondo with the last O being a 0. That's my Instagram. Promoters, get a hold of me. I mean, I'm not that hard to. I'm a good businessman.
That's right.
And I will do my best to make you money. I still work hard. I'm having to make all new connections with new promoters. So help me out.
And also look for his second book to be available this year.
Oh, and I'm selling 8x10s and posters from Japan that has me on it, prominent on it. So get a hold of me. Let's help me pay my rent.
That's right. Brother, it's been fun having you on tonight.
Thank
I
you.
tell you what, Big Beard,
Sir,
always
I tell
a
you-
pleasure.
I tell you, when I get on these things, people want to talk wrestling all the time, but
yeah,
if you really want to keep my attention, we start talking about them horror movies, I
Yep.
ain't going nowhere. I'll be
that's
right
right,
there with
brother.
you, yeah.
Because horror movies are great. We all love them, except for the people that get scared of them easily.
I'm a bigger horror movie fan than I am a wrestling fan.
That's awesome. man.
People come to my house, they think they're going to see all this wrestle memorabilia, and there's just horror movie shit
That's
everywhere.
right. Guys, Big Beard, you want to say your last words, brother?
Man, thank you.
Oh.
It's been an honor. I've been following your career for 20 plus years.
Thank you.
I got to see you and Deco Butcher take on Corporal Robinson and Two Tub Tony and
Oh,
Denver.
there you go.
Man, fucking.
Where'd we do that at?
I want to say that was at the Ogden Theater in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what year, probably 2004.
It was probably the first JCW.
it would have been the second tour.
second JCW
Yeah.
tour, right?
But yeah, man, it's great
Fir-
having you.
First tour, I wrestled Fat Fuck Barrel Boy everywhere.
Okay.
Second one, me and Necro took on Tony and Corporal a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's been an honor.
Oh,
It's been an honor and a pleasure having
Thank
you here.
you. Thank you.
Folks, thank you for tuning in. Thank you to everyone that was asking questions. James Kendrick definitely wants that match. So, James Kendrick, if you want that match,
One
talk
last
to your
time.
people at Bullpen Pro Wrestling.
One last time. If you want the first book now, go to Amazon.com or visit deadpark.com. And then later on, sometime in 2026, the second book, same place, Amazon.com or visit deadpark.com.
That's right. You heard it here first.
And from deadpark.com, you can get autographed copies, correct?
Yes. Yep. John
And,
Cosper. You can tell John Cosper I sent you. He ain't gonna treat you no different, but it makes me look good.
Also, he's on Facebook. You can reach out to him as well. John Cosper. That's Cosper. And he will get you either a signed copy of the first book or just the first book itself. So, guys, go on out there and help Madman Pondo out.
Yeah.
And to you, James Kendrick, if you want to, I'm just saying you could put in the word to EWA or Bullpen Pro Wrestling and
That word in.
get a match made. You and Madman Pondo, he's down for it.
I'm down for it.
Guys, thank you for tuning in. It's been fun. I only got one thing to say to you, and it's a big, big something. If you're not having fun,
You ain't getting none.
damn Skippy.